Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Icewind Dale. I'm joined here by the Digital Dragons. We have got Zagrax.
Rude, I was drinking. Rude. I'm Zach, or Warbird in chat, and I'll be playing Zagrax.
Tahko.
I am Highwind, playing Tahko, Mood Killer.
Irilyssa. You're
Oh
muted.
no!
Oh, muted.
I like that the dramatic music peaks right then, too.
I wondered why I wasn't
Irilyssa.
hearing Jarard earlier.
We'll switch over to Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Chaos Gemini, playing Vulwin Agaragar.
Hello?
Ah,
Hello.
there we go.
Oh,
Okay. I just go into my settings and it's, yep, okay, it works now.
It happens.
Welcome to computer audio
Science.
stuff, yeah.
Yep.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jarard, aka Evil by Moonlight in chat, and I'm playing Irilyssa Zenriel.
And Elora.
Hi, I'm Trips. I'm Trips Usagi in the chat, and I'm playing Elora.
And finally, I am Mordred Viking, and I am running this whole show and trying really, really hard not to get everyone killed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, not sure on
I
that
totally believe that statement. Mm-hmm.
And also, Naivety, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you guys joining us.
one. Yeah, thank you.
Would someone like to do a recap of what occurred in the last session?
Absolutely. So, when last we left our party, we were checking through the tundra, skirting kind of around the lonely woods, and we were heading towards a cabin to our good weather friend, Makritas. On the way, Tahko spotted some of our gargoyle friends again that we had met above Goodmead. And there's some dark clouds rolling in, so we decided to make camp. Off the back of a ton of terrible critical failures, mind you. We slept through the night. It was sound. Everybody failed their perception checks on guard, and they woke up in the morning, and Vulwin was gone from his tent. They followed Boy, who led them into the lonely woods to find Vulwin in a cave, soaking wet, but looked like he got a good sleep. And he woke up, had no idea what was going on. They found a small container that was on a stool in that cave, and it had a pendant with I believe, a white snow leopard with wings.
Yeah.
Tahko actually recognized this as his sister's, which he's never talked about before. Vulwin walked out to the front of the cave to get a better look at where they were at, and off in the outskirts was a large bear who stepped out, seemed very angry. We exchanged some confusing words, and then Irilyssa told it to rebuked it. Basically, was like with zealous intimidation. Was like demanded to see its true form, and it changed into some long-armed half bear, half whatever, and so that leaves us with a guiding bolt, I believe, flying from the hands of Irilyssa, screaming abomination.
Lovely.
A lot happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the
was a fun
werepolo
time.
goat. Yes, correct.
This one might be a werepolar goat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's the werepolar goat though.
Okay. So
No,
I'm
but it's
gonna
at least-
go-
Oh, we don't know anything about it right now.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't. Alright, let's switch you over to the fighty map.
The fighty map.
Now, where are you all in relation to this? I've got a very, very basic cave scrolled in there. Kind of difficult to do on
I'm
like
not
a surface terrain, and cave doesn't really work, but you get the idea, and I can always just hide that if people go above the cave, so that is allowed.
Okay.
So where are you all in relation to this at the moment?
Well, where is the bear?
Yeah, where's the...
Well, you don't know yet.
We don't know. Well,
Well, we were
Well,
looking
stop.
at the bear.
I'm
I'm
not
not in
going
the front,
to...
so I moved myself.
Yeah, the bear is over
Yeah,
here
lip
somewhere.
of the cave. Yeah. As far as I understood, like lip of the cave, we had just kind of like just stepped out from the cave. So I guess
Probably all
roughly
like
where we're at. Yes.
Yeah.
So you are all outside. And I'm going to say the boy is
Yeah.
there, but he's technically a non-combatant, so he's just around.
Yeah, boy,
Okay.
stay in the cave, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Boy was went cowering into the cave.
Oh,
when
yeah,
the
he
bear
did.
showed
Yeah.
up.
You're right.
I mean, I would too.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Unless
so,
I was a dragonborn with magic and a shield.
So we'll say that...
I just realized from that description earlier, we have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Polar goat friends,
All right. Well, in that
Gargoyle
case,
friends.
I'm going to need you, once I've cleared this,
initiative friends.
to roll initiative, please.
Alrighty, here we go. It begins.
Yay!
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good roll for me.
that wasn't bad.
21.
Hey, 21. That's a good roll.
20.
Yeah, let it be known, Tahko. I did hand you the pendant, even though we were, discussing about, stuff because you recognized it. So
Yep.
rudely interrupted by Bear.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what would be good battle music. Let's just do a search for battle music and see what comes up.
Can we get like a nice like slow dance song?
With bear roars in the background.
Battle of Vulwin Pass. That sounds cool.
In before it's not.
I believe in it.
Ooh,
That's a bit too much of an
Yay.
army.
We're an army.
that's an army of bears waiting in that forest.
Dear Lord.
Please no.
The last thing we need. Oh my god, Pokemon battle theme music.
Mhm.
Yup.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Sorry, I'll
Throwing
just go for the
music.
Icewind music stuff. Give me just a second. And actually, let me go and set that in ascending. So, Vulwin and Tahko, you'll be up first. So, pick which of you goes first.
Do I get my guiding bolt?
You do. In
Yeah.
fact, yes. Go ahead and tell me what to do for that. Because that was the first action. That is what
need to roll.
engaged.
You gotta roll it.
Yep.
Roll away.
It's a 7.
7 unfortunately misses.
That's too bad.
Combination though.
Whiff.
Whiff.
Did you only? Let's see. Did you? Oh, Goliath werebear. Okay,
Yeah, it's there.
and it's a Goliath. Apparently, good to know.
Let's not think about that.
You don't know
What are you
that.
don't know that,
talking about? I don't
Nobody
see
knows
anything over
anything.
there.
Kind of wish you didn't show that, but never mind.
Yeah, you,
Oh,
you
well.
can hide the name stamps or the nameplates. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's try
It's a bit
this.
late now for this one.
yeah.
Can't
I didn't
hide
even
it.
look at the-
What do you
Yeah.
mean? I didn't see
I
anything.
was just looking at the turn order. To be honest.
Yeah, so you
But,
can't. You
yeah.
definitely can't hide it though if it's like on the actual token, like very big.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Irilyssa shouts out "Abomination!" and then launches a radiant bolt at the polar beast on the other side of the iced over lake, and it just blasts some chunk of snow from behind it. Vulwin.
He's going to pull out his short sword, and he's just going to utter, "Oh, it's going to be one of these days." And I'm going to have him use Tireless to try to push through this
Okay.
for 7 temporary hit points as an action, and that's his turn. Oh, hey, actually, you know what? As a bonus action, he can see them, and he'll use Hunter's Mark, actually.
Okay.
That works. Forget about that thing. And then I'm done.
Okay, so you have now Hunter's Marked it. I will set that up as showing it's been Hunter's Marked, which I'll say is that. Okay, Tahko.
All right. Two Irylyssa's yelling of abomination. I'll just look at Irylyssa and say, "Yes, we know. It's still transforming. Let them talk." That's my turn.
Okay, Irilyssa.
Fair enough.
Should just give Tahko this cross look and hold her ground.
Okay.
We're all waiting.
Zagrax.
Yeah, it looks pretty angry. You just try to shoot it.
Yeah.
And that's fair. Zagrax doesn't quite know what the hell's going on quite yet.
None of us do.
It's kind of like there's a bear. No, there's not a bear. It's a sort of bear. So he'll just kind of like take a few steps forward in front of everybody and just kind of like defensive stance it and just be like, okay, I'm just gonna get in the way of the thing when it comes running, I guess.
It's an abomination.
Oh, no.
I expected that from not you.
From not you, yeah.
I'm gonna keep calling it this sort of bear.
Alright, well, it is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I did
Right
not.
across the ice.
Didn't expect you to just run across the ice.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
You can do that?
Yes,
No.
yes, you can just do that.
Yeah, you can.
No, that's like Zagrax. Like, huh?
Alright, Elora. So the were creature basically goes bounding across the ice, the claws scraping into the ice itself to stop it slipping around, and just barrels towards the party, basically. Grunting and
Does it
snorting
look
as it goes.
extremely aggressive or just like
It looks miffed.
territorial? Okay.
Miffed.
That's a way to put it.
Looks miffed.
Shoot it.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't look too happy about the fact we were here. So
Well, maybe it shouldn't kidnap people.
Right. Seems to be okay with you.
I'm actually going to do something silly. I'm just going to shoot an Eldritch Blast aiming for, like, here. And be like, go away!
Okay.
Just talk to us!
Go away, but talk to us first.
Talk or go away, basically.
like shooting the snow next to it kind of deal.
Roll intimidation
Okay.
with advantage.
Oh, with advantage, I'll roll again.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay.
Spooky Laura.
Noted.
Go away or talk.
Vulwin.
No, that's kind of spooky. I mean, she means business when she shoots from the front. Yeah, he's gonna proceed to take out the other sword as well, and he's going to just step forward a bit, like on the side here, and he's gonna hold his action that if it comes up to like within reach to stab at it, but otherwise he's kind of got like the swords up, trying to not necessarily intimidating it the same way that Elora did, but just trying to like know that making a bigger target might put him on edge. Just like, yeah, go away.
Or talk! No
Talk here.
violent.
Tahko, I'm going to step up, and I am going to be ready to cast a spell to attack it if it does another aggressive action or tries to flee. Anything other than talking, and I'm going to ripple some black energy through.
Okay. Irilyssa.
It's tense.
She's going to say, "Speak or die." Do I
Inclined
That's
to-
not what I said.
Okay, Zagrax.
That's kind of what I said.
You can
I'm
get flanking
sure.
position if you want.
That doesn't quite work here. very least gonna do one of these. There. Yeah, actually, we'll just do it. Screw it. I am going to actually cast command on it.
Okay.
So it has to do a DC 13 wisdom save. And Zagrax is just going to yell halt at it.
Okay, so the Goliath been bounding towards you guys. You guys have been kind of putting up weapons. Elora blasted the ground in front of it, and then as Zagrax just lets out this commanding halt, the werebear just like screeches to a stop just in front of where Tahko and Zagrax are, and kind of claws at the ground a little bit uncertainly, looking between you all.
And then after that, I'll go and put down. I'll keep the shield out, but I'll go and put down my axe on the ground.
Okay. The were creature rises to its full height, creaks his neck a little. What are you doing out here, Tahko?
Just a question is...
I'm helping the 10 towns. Who are you?
I'm surprised you can't even recognize your own sister. And with that, the shape once again ripples and changes, and before you, you now see a Goliath, a little bit shorter than Tahko is, with definite familial features between them. She does have a pair of tattoos under the eyes. She does have a full head of hair, unlike many of the Goliaths. And her arms and things seem quite hairy. And she does have a scar across her left eye, which Tahko you do not remember from before, and also the tattoos under her eyes are also new.
Okay. Oh, you would pull some griffin shit like this, wouldn't you? First you abandon our town, and now you're an abomination? What the hell are you doing?
I would ask you the same question. Travelling with one of those. And she kind of nods towards Vulwin.
What's wrong with him?
What?
It's this one that wants to kill you, and I'm pointing at Irilyssa, and I do too.
What? Why would you want to kill your sister?
Lots of reasons. It's a family matter.
Yeah, I can start to see the resemblance now. The take action first kind of thing. Don't talk.
It was always a little bit compulsive. But he weren't the one that started this, and with that, she kind of glowers over at Irilyssa. I would have expected better from you.
She's just glaring back.
Well,
So
I must...
what more poor choices did you make after you left our home?
Poor
that led to
choices.
this?
What do you know about the choices I made?
I know you up and left our homeland and ran off to the sky towers.
Last time I checked, this isn't exactly your homeland either.
Yeah, I know. I left home shortly after you did, because no one would go and fight the sky towers.
Well, maybe we need to do some talking about that. I didn't go to fight the Sky Towers. I went to make peace.
Oh, I know. Well, let's see how this worked out. Now you're whatever this is.
I'm
Some
aware
kind
there.
of yeah.
Are we good? Are we good? Vulwin's like sort of lowering the weapons, but not quite.
Well, that depends, furry man. What exactly are you?
Vulwin.
A Vulwin? What in the blazes is a Vulwin?
That's me.
When I was Looking last night, you looked like a mini Yeti.
What do you mean I was asleep last night? Did you drag me here?
Of course I did. I tried to wake you up, tried to talk to you. You wouldn't wake up, so I dragged you through the snow. That usually wakes people up. Still nothing. Got to the camp and just kind of left you there.
Oh my.
So now you're abducting people too while they sleep.
How kind of you. Yeah.
Well, I'm here in the area investigating animals coming to life. Last we heard, it was a group of druids.
What?
Yeah, we'd heard something about things coming to life and just wanted to stay clear of these forests. That we're not doing a good job anymore.
Yeah, pretty good choice that. Unlike some of the choices my brother has made. So, looking around, and she kind of looks past you into the cave where Boy is kind of now poking his head past one of the crates looking up. Well, that one certainly looks alive, so I guess it's not you lot.
No.
So is this your home here?
One of them. I'm a wanderer. I have many homes across the Dales.
Well, why don't you explain what you've been doing for the last year or two?
Funny you should ask that. Back at the crag, you often spoke of the darkness. Well, I started to feel something about that too. And I felt I needed to do something. I remembered some of the stories the old goat told in the feast hall. The tales when the clans united, together with the people of the 10 towns, to fight back against the sorcerer Akel Castle and his mind-controlled minions. I tell you, brother, something's coming in the darkness and I don't like it.
Yeah, well, we're also trying to end the darkness and bring summer back. I don't remember stories of Akel Castle, though.
You might know it more of the stories of the Crystal Shard. Some strange thing that seemed to be able to control the minds of orcs, ogres, goblins. About 100 years ago or so, before our time, certainly.
Did it control the wizard, or did the wizard control the crystals?
That we don't know. We just know that the clans of Goliaths, the people, the nomads of the glacier, and the people here of the 10 towns banded together and fought against him, saved the whole region. It's quite impressive what a united group of people can do.
Well, they're certainly not looking to fight against a wizard and some crystals. They're looking to go kill a werebear right now. There's a hunt on for...
I have heard about the hunts. I am an Artok's definitely got a target on her back, but she does kind of encourage it.
Yeah.
So what do you know about the werebears, Tahko?
Nothing, really. Why?
Well, the stories they tell of us back at home are really quite different. We're actually an organisation known as... and I've unfortunately lost the name. Give me a second.
Okay.
I made a note of it earlier, then deleted it when I was updating my notes.
Feels bad.
Fua Ursir. We're the light that guides Icewind.
Is this some kind of Sky Tower organization?
No, we don't have a clan, and in fact, to join it, you completely renounce all clan connections. We stay neutral and all of that. We're here for the people.
Well, I've already done that once, so... should be no stranger then. I'm not surprised.
Well, as I was saying, I decided to leave Wormdoom in order to approach Sky Tower in order to try and mend relations between us. I failed. But as I was searching, I found another Oya Minartok, and it's her stated goal to bring light to the darkness. I'm a wee bit surprised you fired at me like that, as you did there, cleric. And she kind of glares at you, Irilyssa.
I need to think, and Irilyssa will start walking back into the cave.
I'll give you some room.
It's kind of hard to unite people aside from trying to kill you if you're, the target of a hunt. So things seem to be going too well.
That's just one of the ways how Nartok likes to weed out the strong from the weak. It's a challenge. Those that manage to defeat her get given the opportunity to join for Ursine. If they choose not to, they're just let go. They've proven themselves, and if they choose to run away, they're let go as well. We're not murderers.
Well, the same can't be said for everyone that's hunting you. How do you know they aren't simply going to strike you down?
They can certainly try. You'll find that weapons have a tendency to just bounce off of us.
With that, Vulwin kind of is like looking at his weapons and, just kind of eventually starts to shoot them now. But we're good, right? We're all good? We're good now?
I haven't quite decided about you, little man. But for now, you travel with my brother. So for now, you're safe.
Well, thanks. But, this is the most I've heard him talk in a long time.
To be fair, me too.
And the most emotional I've heard him in a long time.
Well, brother, you certainly seem to have matured since we parted ways. I don't know whether it's your companions or time, but I'm glad to see it.
Yeah. Well, you've certainly matured as well.
So, what are you doing here? You never did answer that.
We're heading towards a cabin to somebody that's trying to use magic to reverse the cold, bring summer back.
Macredus, aye. I know him.
Oh, really?
So he's alive.
As far as I know, I was there maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, that's not... Hopefully he's still alive.
Hopefully.
Why would you think he's not?
I don't...
It's dark and dangerous out here.
Yeah, that's simply the danger.
Yeah, Tundra's a difficult place to live.
That's right.
Especially north of the Lonely Woods.
Well, I must admit, Vulwin, it was your auger that gave me pause. Not used to meeting a Yeti that actually fishes.
Do you meet a lot of Yetis around here? Is this something we need to be concerned about?
I mean, they're certainly around. They make a home in the Lonely Wood. They tend to prefer being even further north, though.
One of the reasons to avoid, the woods that we're in right now.
Aye.
So are you some kind of were Yeti then? Full one?
No, nothing like that.
Are you sure?
Nope, I'm completely me, Furbolg.
Purple.
Well, I need to continue my search for these living dead creatures. Try to find out what's sorting that. I'm sure you got places to be if you need to make camp or anything, although it's a bit early for a new camp. You're welcome to stay here if you need. There's fish in the lake over there. Good eating.
Well, I
So
appreciate the hospitality. Sorry, Tahko.
Yeah. How did you end up becoming a werebear? Did you try and fight one yourself?
No, it was just when I was out in the tundra, lost. Iman Artok found me and she has a tendency to find lost travelers and bring them back to path of civilization, back onto the road. And we got talking, and as we did, I said what I was trying to do, she said what she was trying to do. She seemed to like what she heard, and she bit me.
Oh, well, good. At
With
least you found
permission,
your
of
way.
course. She told me about what 4 hours seen her doing. I like the sound of that.
All right. As long as you're happy, I guess.
Well, I certainly feel like I've got a purpose now.
Good.
Now, I should tell you there are more of my kin around, and do you have like the amulet out, or do you have the amulet put away?
No, I'll be holding it.
Okay. If you keep hold of that, show it to any creature you think might be a werebear. That'll show him you're friendly.
Okay. Is there any way to tell werebears apart from just normal bears? I don't want to get mauled holding on a locket.
Well, if it's a bear, stand back. They probably don't want to be disturbed. If they're in my form, usually pretty happy for a bit of a conversation. It's a lonely existence out here.
I'm all for a conversation. Just drag me away next time.
Aye, well, I didn't know what you were. I still don't quite know what a Vulwin is, but I'll ask Oima and Artsock. I'm sure she'll know.
Well, she might not. Probably doesn't know.
Well, that's one of the nice things about travelling around. You meet all sorts.
And yeah. Thanks for not killing me. You know.
You didn't wake up. Why would I kill someone that's not awake? That's hardly a fair fight.
Well, I mean, I'd wonder why you'd drag me away from my tent as well. It was comfortable, but I mean, the cave was comfortable too. So.
Well, I must say, you didn't exactly look uncomfortable just out there in the snow, sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, well, it's decently comfortable. The snow.
I would agree with that. I've spent a couple of nice evenings out in just the Great White. Gets to be in the fur as well, which is always nice.
Yeah, I've been caught out in the snow more than once or twice.
Well, stay safe out there. You never know what can come at you in the night. And next time,
No.
and she kind of looks over at Zagrax, next time you light a fire, make sure you've actually got enough wood for it. Well, anyway, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I've got work to do. You've got work to do. As I said, you're welcome to stay here if you like. I'm not sure if I'll be back this evening. Otherwise, good luck to you. I'm sure we'll find each other again out there.
I guess so. Good luck to you then.
We should probably go back and get our stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember what I said, brother. Something in the darkness. It's not right. Something's coming. Be careful.
I know.
And then with that, she kind of turns and just starts striding away from you.
So your sister's a bear.
Don't start.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, now they
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Might wanna think about getting more wood for the fire, Zagrax.
Well, before I knew it, there was no more wood left. I'll keep it in mind.
I might have used too much too. I might be to blame as well.
Oh well, we're all okay.
Yeah, you're safe, and that's good.
My sister's a bear. Yeah.
That's an interesting story.
Ugh. She's gonna get killed there.
Well, she seems to be doing just fine. All things considered.
Yeah, living in caves, eating fish all day.
Well,
Fine.
there's worse
Hey.
ways to live.
Yeah? Read?
Fish are pretty healthy for you, I think.
Yeah.
It's food.
Yeah, it's food. All right. It is what it is.
And you do
I'll go
notice
into
as she walks away, she again starts to shift back into the hybrid form. She seems more comfortable in that shape.
Wait,
Irilyssa.
okay, hybrid form. Okay.
I mean, if you like the life so well, Laura, ask her to bite you.
What? I didn't want that.
It would be
I could-
interesting.
Huh.
Uh-oh, we've lost a Tahko. Oh, no, you're back.
Okay.
So,
Irilyssa, are you okay?
She's just sitting on one end of the crates petting Boy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for not killing my sister.
I'm confused now.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
And we all got a bunch of
Was it-
information that's weird.
It was a confusing experience.
No, something. I don't know why my goddess would tell me to seek them out to destroy them if they're being lights in the dark.
Maybe she doesn't know yet? Shrug.
I don't know. Maybe you're a goddess, just your god or whatever, just doesn't like him.
Maybe it's time to pick a new god.
She just
Says
gives
the-
you the biggest stink eye.
Says the one who doesn't want to communicate with his god.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, we should really get our stuff. It's just like sitting out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. We should get back.
Yeah.
Which way exactly is that?
Oh,
Over
this
this way.
way.
All right, you lead the way.
okay,
mean,
so you follow your tracks. I mean, they're pretty clear in the snow at the moment, and you're able to make it back to your nighttime campsite pretty easily.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Huzzah.
Hopefully our stuff is there.
Yay! I figured you guys left with your stuff, just grabbed your pack and ran.
No, we left a lot of our stuff there.
Yeah.
I mean, the tents and crap are all still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta break this stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
'Cause I assume it's probably 4 or 5 in the morning or something like that at this point.
Yes, it's probably 5:30 at this point.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So it's still
Early morning.
early. Yes, still pretty dark out.
Well, always.
True.
But I mean, there is definitely a noticeable difference between night, and day. But the day is still like twilight at the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you make it back to your camp. You're able to grab all of your things. What would you like to do?
Yes.
Pack
Oh,
everything up. And
Yeah, we've got even more reason to stay away from the woods. So I think we should keep it that way.
Yeah, I very much don't like the sound of creatures rising again and dark powers and druids and that nonsense.
Yeah, no, that
Necromancy.
sounds pretty bad.
and you being some kind of were yeti, and my sister
Yeah.
being some kind of bear. Let's just leave this whole place behind us.
It's a common misunderstanding.
Is it?
Well, no, I've never had anybody say that actually, but
So it's not common.
no, I guess not.
But I have a feeling this is your first time running into a werebear
I mean-
Goliath, so
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I got a bit of tuft here, so I can understand the. What was your sister's name? exactly?
Swift runner.
Swift runner. I could understand why she would think I was what you say were Yeti, but yeah, I was just dragged off. So misunderstanding.
I hope so.
I'm just plain old confused at this point.
I guess we can be on our way then.
Yeah. When I said this is the kind of crap she would pull when we found her locket, I didn't actually think she would. But I guess she could just abduct people in the middle of the night that look like Yetis. So strange.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I would say I've heard of stranger things, but I'd be lying.
I mean, we did pull a frog creature out of my stomach.
That is a fair point.
Well,
Things have been, yeah.
We have a date with a man in a cabin. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so you head off north again. Also, all of you need to have eaten a ration last night. I meant to say that
yep.
when you actually camped.
yes. Ration.
So,
Oh, yes.
one ration down.
Good point.
Ration eat.
From 40 to 39 rations.
Oh my god.
So many rations.
Right?
Okay, so you leave the camp. You move immediately in the opposite direction from the forest, from Lonely Wood, going back out into the open tundra, but staying within visual distance of the forest. And you make it. Let's see, how far is this exactly?
I like to think that while we're traveling too, Vulwin will be, with Tahko, because Tahko is, trying to sight things out, just be like, I don't think you can become aware Yeti anyways. You can't catch Yeti.
Can you?
I don't know.
So after about 6 hours, I would say, of trudging through the tundra, you do see something moving on the northern horizon. Like, on the horizon.
Okay.
How big does it look if we can see it way out there?
It's not... Well, it's difficult to say. In fact, I totally forgot to say, perception roll for whoever is scouting, and navigation roll for whoever is navigating. And then that will help me inform exactly what you see here.
22 for moving through.
Okay, so
And
yeah,
16.
you're making perfectly good time going north. As I said, it's after about 6 hours, so it's probably about midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment. Tahko, you do notice in the distance what looks like a large collection of creatures.
Oh, good. Now there's a party going on up here. What now?
After our recent encounter, I don't like the sound of a party.
Is it werebears?
It's more than a party. You're probably estimating 20 or 30 of these things.
Oh,
Party.
it's a rager.
That's even worse.
Werebear rave.
Yeah, are they moving?
They seem to be, within the mass.
All right, I'm kind of angry, so I'm just going to keep trudging towards them.
Okay.
Yeah, Tahko, that seems like a really bad idea.
Well, if they're werebears, we're okay, I guess.
Yeah, and if they're not, we're potentially dead.
Unless they're Yetis and they're friends of yours.
Yeah, Yetis aren't necessarily friends with anybody.
So what are we going to do? Just not go to the cabin now?
No, we could just kind of, skirt around them. Just respect the distance.
All right.
Don't even know what these things are. you even see him clearly?
Kind of. If I squint.
So it could be anything.
Well, there's one way to find out.
You know.
Let's get a little closer. See
Yeah.
what we can see.
Yeah, hopefully these are things coming back to life or something, something spooky.
Okay, so as you edge closer, not really making, I guess, any effort to hide yourselves, like, how are you doing this? Are you just striding?
We're walking probably towards where we think the cabin would be as we were, but just keeping an eye on them.
Okay. So yeah, you walk straight towards this mass of creatures, and as you do get a little bit closer, you do notice that most of the there's like 2 or 3 of them which are out from the main pack, and you can see that they're pretty large. They have 4 limbs. They seem to be standing on 4 limbs, and some kind of mass growing out of their head.
These moose?
As you get closer, you realize these are probably reindeer.
Okay.
Reindeer. Moose are scary. Reindeer not as
Yeah.
scary.
All right, they're food. It's just walking food.
Quit giving me heart attacks.
Moose will just fucking attack you. There's a terror of mooses.
Flock of meeson in the
Very
wind.
He said squirrel.
If they're reindeer, Elora thinks is like, yay, but she is honestly just watching them.
Okay. And as you get closer, like, a couple of their heads kind of pop up, look towards you, and then as a mass, the entire herd just starts bolting kind of in the opposite direction to where you guys are now.
Okay. When you said mass, I was just envisioning them like merging into one giant
Yep.
Well, it's kind of different. Like, how would you describe seeing a large herd in the distance? Because you can't make them out, because it's a herd. You can't see the individuals.
One giant creature.
But they're still moving within it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You might be able to describe like the prancing to give it away, but yeah.
Yeah.
Too far away. You rolled
Well,
a
that's
pretty
about
good
the best
perception roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the best thing we could have come across here.
Yeah.
But don't freak us out like that, Tahko.
Sorry. Just dealing with frustration.
I thought it was something scary. They were just kind of nice looking.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, there hasn't been a whole lot of nice things we've run across in our travels.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay, so Vulwin, you continue to lead the party, actually kind of swerving around to follow the massive tracks because you assume that they are going somewhere, and in the very far distance your hunch is right, as you do see the meandering line of a river a mile or 2 further down. But before the river you see a bit of a, not exactly a cliff, but like a ridge, and then perched on top of the ridge is a black cabin.
Well, unless this is somebody else's cabin, this is the place we're going.
Good.
Our destination.
I hope it is the right
Victorious.
one.
Let's go warm up. See if that guy's still alive.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 2 weeks is a long time out here.
Perched on the edge of a snowy ridge above a gorge is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever path may have led to this ramshackle retreat lies buried under the snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose, flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. Large snowdrifts huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse. Only the wind visits this sinister place.
Sinister place?
That's what it
Well, I mean,
says.
just look at it. Just
A
look at
black
this place.
cabin.
Yeah, this is kind of a site for.
Usually
Nobody.
cabins are like brown, you know?
True.
I need to...
Yeah, this one looks like it's just rotting out here.
Oh, I hope that he's okay.
He's probably not.
Maybe
With
it's
the broken-
cozier on the inside.
Well, it is. It definitely is going to be cozier than out here, but those broken windows are going to be very helpful.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Place has a malevolent-looking aura to it. I assume there's your steps leading up to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we're on the map.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just one thing.
Well, that looks like dynamic lighting.
Yeah, because it is daytime, I'm just going to adjust everything so you can actually see.
Mhm.
Yeah. How long do you think this place has been out here? This place looks thoroughly worn out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's been here for 2 weeks, but time to find out. And I'll go ahead and take the lead.
The weather can be quite poor, but there's quite a bit of damage.
Okay, so as you're going up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
you go up the stairs.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the stairs do creak a little bit underfoot, and although some of the stilts are definitely rotten, and you can see a couple of them kind of lying on the ground beside, the ones that still remain seem solid enough as far as you can tell. But they do definitely creak with a bit of a every time you put your weight on them.
Okay. Go ahead
Lovely.
and keep walking up. I'll step on the sides and not in the center.
Okay.
The strongest
well-
place where the plank would be.
While you're doing that, I'm actually going to take a look at what looks like a wood storage area here, a little wood pile to the south of me.
Okay.
Is there a good chunk of wood there, or is this like kind of barren?
The wood store, there is a store of wood. Give me a survival check.
Certainly. 24.
Okay, so the wood here is relatively fresh. Like, you can still see that there is some green wood there. It's definitely cut by someone who's not familiar with, you should use mostly dead wood if you're trying to do a fire. It seems like it's not particularly seasoned, because you know that wood does season over time when it's left outdoors like this. So it's relatively recent. Hard to say exactly how long, but certainly feasibly could be within the last 2 weeks, possibly 3.
Yeah. Well, looks like somebody has been here at least, so that's a good sign. And then I'll step away from the wood pile.
Okay.
There's some decently fresh wood over there. A couple weeks out, maybe. Looks a hell of a lot better than this place.
Yeah. I'm going to be real careful over these planks here because it looks like this place is starting to fall apart.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this a door to my right?
No, so all of the windows of the place are the shutters are kind of just flapping loosely in the wind, and they're all broken. So there's no glass panes, and you could feasibly crawl through them if you wanted to. So the windows are like these two, and then yes, immediately to your right is a door.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
follow
let's
up,
get a-
but
Poke
Go
her
ahead.
head and go, hello?
I'm going to try the door.
Roll persuasion.
Roll initiative.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, real good at this one.
yeah. Hey,
Persuasion,
Don't
at least
say
persuasion
that.
better
Don't
if
say
you
that.
said it out loud.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Noted.
Seven.
Why would you
Okay.
do such a thing?
I just realised there's actually a
yeah.
soundtrack for this place, so give me just.
Oh,
a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Elora.
Okay.
Did you notice that the glass actually was on the ground outside? Like the windows had busted out from the inside. I don't know if that's true, but it was on the image. So you could
Very true.
That's very
that's
not
weird.
normal. Mm-hmm.
the
Sorry.
bust out their own windows.
Tahko, what are you doing? Sorry.
I'm going to open up the door.
Okay, it opens freely. It's not locked or anything.
Okay.
What is this image?
And I'll step inside.
Go for it.
Boop.
Those are the faded words.
It's just an
Taco,
empty room in here. What?
we haven't been invited in.
Yeah, well, there's something wrong here. So
There was no answer, by the way. You just said hello and then no answer. So as you look into that room, frost covers every surface of this abandoned workshop. And you can see on the table that there are a variety of different tools, like tinker's tools, blacksmithing tools, hammers, tongs, measuring things, a couple of ingots of various metals, all laying around in this room. This one seems less badly touched than some of the other stuff.
Okay.
I realise you haven't actually seen the rest yet, so I can't say too much.
There's nothing in here but a tool room. Let's try the next one.
There's no other doors.
No.
Oh.
Not in here. I don't know why you'd build a place in the frozen north where you couldn't just go through the building.
There's a gap here.
Jump.
Really?
Or don't. I mean, I can jump instead if you want.
Honestly, why don't you go into your lantern and we'll just put it in the window?
I mean, you could
Just
probably
toss the head.
it would be difficult for you, Tahko, but the others could probably just crawl in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll try and go through this window then, since there's a gap and all that.
Okay, roll me
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Dragon crawling into
Ha-ha!
the window.
Haha!
Okay, so you just kind of push the shutters aside, use your axe to clear away some of the glass shards which are on the edges, and then you just step through, and you are now inside the room. And this room contains a lingering smell of burnt wood and flesh. You also catch a faint odour of wine. Snow has fallen through the holes in the roof, then been pushed into the corners by the stiff winds blowing through the broken windows. The walls and the furniture are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton with a round, frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
Guys, it's not good in here.
What do you mean not good?
It reeks of fire and death.
Great.
Well, that explains a lot, actually.
And I'll just say that the table with the book is there, the skeleton's there, and like the other Detrius mentioned is just around the skeleton.
Okay. I'll try and climb in through the window too.
Yeah, I'll go, and as I'm walking further in, I will use Divine Sense.
Okay. Irilyssa, acrobatics?
No.
Ugh.
A 9.
Okay, so following Zagrax in, you try to step through, but you just catch the your left foot as you try to step through, and you are sent tumbling flat on your face. Don't take any damage, just a bit embarrassing.
And you're full of glass shards now.
What?
Oh, no, the
Watch
glass
your
is
step.
all outside. You're okay.
Ow.
You alright?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, let me move out of the way. She'll
I'm still in
scramble
there.
back up and move away from the window.
I'm going to try and step over this gap.
1 second, let me just message Zagrax.
Irilyssa will try to help Elora through the window.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so Tahko, you're stepping across the gap. Roll athletics for the jump.
Alright. Athletics. 21!
Okay, so you take a step or two back,
Nice.
and then you give a mighty leap as you jump over the gap.
Rah.
At which point, I will need you to roll a dexterity save, please.
Oh.
Nice!
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
And as
no,
Tahko lands
No.
on this platform, he kind of looks around with a bit of pride, and then you hear a... and the whole thing starts to collapse under Tahko's weight.
Nice.
Of course!
Be careful!
What a day!
Um,
man.
It was going to be one of these days.
you fall straight through the collapsing walkway and take 1 point of damage as you land into the snow. And then I need to roll another dexterity save, please.
Oh, nothing.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
no!
no.
Four, even less.
Oh no!
There's a
Okay.
cliff right here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's water. There's water there.
You landed on the nice
wait, that's
soft
not
snow,
water.
and you're like, okay, that wasn't too bad. And then you start to slide with increasing speed towards the chasm.
Oh, that's not water. That's
All right. This is my life now.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure that me and Vulwin see this happening.
Yes.
What are you doing?
How far up there is this walkway?
That walkway is 20 feet tall. The chasm is much deeper. You can't really see down from where you are. You can just
Okay.
about see like the tops of trees from below there.
Okay. Vulwin's gonna immediately like toss off his backpack while he's running towards the edge right here, and like grab the rope off the side of his backpack and like attempt to throw it. As he's walking past, he's actually gonna try to chuck a portion of it in the window, and the rest of it down towards Tahko. It's like Taco's gonna slip over the ridge.
Yeah, I mean, I will just try to react in response.
Okay, so
try
Tahko,
to
roll me
help
another
Vulwin.
dex save.
Awesome.
Oh, please.
We get advantage with this
Yay!
one.
Oh,
Okay, so
Good.
quick thinking Vulwin manages to get the rope to you, and as you're just about to hit the edge of the cliff, you manage to grab hold onto this rope. You're still kind of dangling half over the chasm right now. You can't get a grip because it's just a snow pile. But you are now dangling off of this rope, which is starting to slip down because it hasn't been anchored yet.
Yeah, the first thing
Yeah,
I'll say is the people inside, grab on!
Ah!
Yeah, I'll grab
Anchor
it.
it to Zagrax.
I will also grab it.
Okay, so the two of
Yeah,
you
I'm not gonna
grab
be able
it.
to hold his weight.
I'm going to need Zagrax and Irilyssa to roll a strength check, please.
I'm just gonna start swearing prolifically in giant.
An 11.
12.
The two of you start being dragged towards the gap or towards the window. Because Tahko is a heavy boy because he's carrying all of his gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Oh my god.
And I'm going to say that eventually the two of you are basically at the window. You're like balancing there. If
window.
you don't let go of this rope, you will probably be sent tumbling as well.
Can I try helping?
I mean, I'm
As
trying
well.
to help too.
Is that too many people? Because that one's there's inside the. Wow, that's probably pretty
I
tall.
I think
honestly.
two would be as many as I'll allow because that's basically one
Okay,
plus a
that's
help
fine.
action.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Shoot.
Is there anything to tie it to?
There's a broken table.
I am going to let go of the rope and cast Enhance ability on Zagrax.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm
roll
going to give
strength.
him bull strength.
So Zagrax, you've now got the effects of bull strength, which does.
It has advantage on strength checks, and he can double his carrying capacity.
So go ahead and roll another strength check with advantage.
He's strong boy.
14!
That's still not
It's
enough, though.
stronger.
So even with the extra strength, you're like bracing yourself against the window, but you're now starting to feel the timbers of this blasted window starting to give way before the pressure that you're exerting on it.
Ah!
And with a
I mean,
gigantic,
someone else can help now.
the rope, or the struck that the part of the wall gives way, and Tahko, you are sent falling to the ground. I will give you
Oh no.
half damage because you effectively stopped your fall and then started it again. But
Okay.
that's still going to be.
I don't have
quite a lot
anything
better.
that can help. This sucks.
Yeah, I don't have a way to give him any help here. Other than that, that was my hope. The only next thing I was gonna say is you might have to drop the pack, Tahko.
Oh!
You take 23 points of falling damage as you slip down into the chasm, then land with a heavy thud face first, poof, on the 120-foot lower ground.
Oh boy.
all right. I'm in a chasm.
Oh, Tahko!
Oh, God.
How do we get you out of this chasm?
Tahko, are you alive?
Sadly, yes.
Well, it can't be too hurt if he's still being sassy.
He might not even realize he's hurt yet. You know, adrenaline
Shock.
kind of does that.
Yeah. Oh
I'd like to
boy.
cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You try to, and then you realize your hands are just jello.
Oh no.
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you heal 11 points of damage as you kind of start patting yourself down. As you do, this warm glow of green energy flows out of your hands, and you feel some of your like broken ribs starting to knot together again.
Oh god.
Actually, that's I healed it. I cast it as a second level spell, and I got a 2 and an 11, so I think that's 13. But
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the best.
Oh yeah, because it's the 11 and then plus the 2, so it is indeed 13.
That's an interesting way of doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah. At least he's got the rope, right? It's probably not gonna do him too much good. But
I don't need a rope.
I need a ladder.
well, arguably you do now, even more than before.
I'm just going to walk along the chasm until I can climb up.
There should be a river, but
It's
don't
frozen.
stray too far.
It's a bad idea to go off by yourself, especially if you're hurt.
Well, I'm not joining him.
Technically on his own regardless down there. It's terrible, but
Thank you for helping, Elora.
she's like, I'm just saying.
Is there anything else of note in there? I'm not going to try the door.
Fine. I'll wait until you're done. And I'm going to just start taking a short rest down here.
Yeah.
He just
Fair.
sits and sulks in the snow.
Right?
Yep.
All right, so
Take a
Tahko is
blanket on and just.
sitting and sulking in the snow. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I see the guy's body over in the corner over here. Irilyssa, let's go take a look at it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go through this window.
Oh yeah,
Are
I
you
was helping
sure
you.
about that?
I was helping you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you were helping me.
Oh yeah, it's just getting in through a window. It's a better choice.
Hang on, Zagrax. How did you get there? Did you go left around the table or right?
Left.
Okay.
Oh no.
No. I thought I stopped.
No.
Yeah.
I like how that matters.
Well, yeah.
It matters
You know.
how he's going to die.
Yeah.
And
So I
as
think our
you,
friend was.
so I'm just going to need more space on my desk. All right, so I'm going to move
Books.
you to here because that's where you. Well, actually, probably about there, because that's where you would have been. And then I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity save, please.
Okay. A 10.
Okay, so as you step onto this floor, you hear another as the floor starts to creak and then give away, and you scramble wildly for the table. You manage to grab the leg. It holds your fall for a moment and then snaps off, and you are also falling down into the chasm.
God,
Misery likes company.
you heavy
really
people need to
does.
stop walking.
So, Elora and Irilyssa, you see Zagrax like grabbing onto this table, and the table's just like snapped, and he's starting to slip backwards. What are you doing?
Oh my god, I will run to him.
Okay.
And attempt
Are you
to
sure?
help, even though I'm very
Oh, hold on.
weak. Well, she'll power walk. Carefully power walk.
Holy power walk. Oh, man.
As we all just
It's like
straight to the
sneaking.
fucking chasm.
Right. It's like sneaking to like the fridge in the middle of the night when you're not trying to make noise, but you're trying to be quick.
Yep. Yep.
Oh boy.
I know what to do. Let's do this.
As long as the whole cabin doesn't come falling on me, I guess.
So
Yeah,
that,
shush.
Thing.
that outline there is like where the floor has started to sag in and crumble with Zagrax's weight.
gosh.
So you know
Yeah.
where not to go.
Okay.
I heard we're cracking. What was that?
Zagrax is falling. Help!
Irilyssa
What?
is gonna shove this table out of the way and like try and
Yeah,
reach down and grab him.
Okay, make a... what would this be? Dexterity check.
Oh boy.
I try to get into the window while this is going on.
Can I help?
Yes, you can. So
No,
with
can
advantage if Elora's helping.
Can help with advantage. Yay.
Yeah.
11.
Man. Oh.
Okay, so
Somebody's
you reach
mad
down, you're
again.
able to grab Zagrax's wrist, Just in time now. I'm going to need you to make another strength check with advantage.
Okay.
To see if you can actually lift Zagrax. And how heavy?
A 12.
12.
And the
We're
birds
also
bring out from under you, and now you're both falling.
Oh no.
I will say that you've managed to grab him, you've like stopped him falling, but you're not strong enough to actually pull him up. But you're just
Okay.
kind of holding there. Elora, you're holding on to Irilyssa, who's holding on to Zagrax right now.
Yeah, Elora will yell, "Vulwin, help!"
Yeah, let me help swap.
Swap?
Since I don't have my backpack on, so I can actually carry with my full capacity of strength, so I
Okay,
can try to
then I'll
help.
just move. I'll quickly move out of the way so you can take my
Yeah,
spot.
no.
Okay, I'll say with like the three of you working together, you're able to get Zagrax and then pull him back up.
The human chain.
With a human
Yeah.
chain, yeah, exactly. Back into the onto more sturdy ground.
I'm going to be underneath just getting ready to catch him.
And yeah, from like
Honestly,
from where you are, Tahko, you do see like a couple of boards of wood start to land like next to you. One of them like stand like pinning right next to you like a spear almost. And you're like,
Yep.
whoa.
And little draggy feet just going.
And then yes, exactly. You see a couple of dragonborn feet starting to kick from this sudden hole that has emerged above you.
Oh my gosh, we really need to be more careful here.
yeah, let's get away from the
Appreciate
edge.
the assist. Yeah. This floor is quite bad.
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 Elora,
Yes?
you are the lightest of us.
Oh. Okay, I'm not going that way though. I'm going this way. You want me to
Take your
inspect the
time.
body? Is that what you were gonna
Yeah.
Yes.
do? Okay.
Be sure not to touch
Okay.
anything, though.
I'm not gonna touch anything.
Okay, so looking at the body, you see that. Actually, go ahead and roll medicine.
Okay.
No, not medicine. Investigation. Investigation's better.
Investigation. Okay.
Sorry.
Even better.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yay!
Hey! Nice.
So you do recognize that this seems to be a human skeleton.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of difficult to see exactly more about it than that. Looking through the charred bones and the ashes, you do notice that there seems to be an amulet of some kind that's kind of sunken into the chest.
Okay.
And it seems to be oddly untouched by the heat and the damage that the skeleton clearly took. And then scattered around him are a couple of broken bottles. The labels are burnt off, so you can't see what those bottles are. And then this orb.
This thingy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he has an amulet.
Looks
That
like
hasn't
a
taken a-
6-inch diameter gyroscope featuring 2 scorched rings.
Oh. I think that he
Failed.
made an accident.
Yeah.
I think this might
True,
be.
seems
I don't know. This looks like a device or something, right? This weird ball thing. I don't want to touch it.
I wouldn't touch it.
But he did say he had a device for weather, right?
He was working on one, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the walls from the inside. Is this like scorched and just like? Can I tell this would be from like fire
Roll investigation.
explosion? Okay. Yeah, 12.
Certainly seems to be scorch marks. Yes, it seems to be from fire. As you mentioned earlier, all of the glass and things was blown outwards, so it definitely looks like the cause of whatever the explosion was in here somewhere. And,
Yeah.
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 Looks like you brought the sud.
and the damage that is in this room was not in the tool workshop, so it definitely originated in here.
Uh-huh. Well,
Is that Macretus? Does it look like him?
I don't know what Cretus looks like.
Is it
Just
human?
sitting there, so I'm not on the body. It's
You-
human.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
it is human.
He has an amulet on him that that hasn't taken damage.
Mhm.
Can I look closer at that?
I
You-
doubt that there would be any other humans up here.
I mean, it depends. Are you touching it, or are you just going to look at it? Because it's...
Does it just look like a nothing special?
It's a pendant and chain which are made of gold. The pendant bears the symbol of 2 hands cupping the sun.
Oh, okay.
Roll religion.
Oh, okay. I was
Yes,
like, are you
he
sure I
really
haven't
did.
seen that in my town? Or not the town,
I
but...
don't know. Roll religion.
Religion! Nope. That's a 1!
What is going on?
I think that it's,
2 hands
So-
cupping an egg.
So there's
Asmodeus.
you've heard stories of this really popular game called Goat Ball, and you're pretty sure that this is like one of the icons of one of the Goat Ball teams.
Elora calls out, I think he was really into goat ball.
What?
What?
Yeah, he has
I thought
an
you said you
amulet.
did. I thought
What
you
does
said
it
you
look
didn't
like?
know.
It has like, it's like a hand with like a glowing ball, right? Or just a ball.
Yeah.
No, I think I know that
holding
team.
a ball.
Yeah, it's just hands holding a ball. You know, goat ball.
No, never heard of it. I thought you said you didn't know Macretus.
I don't know Macretus, but he has an amulet on him that has hands and a ball. Actually, I'm gonna.
Oh.
She's going
Is
to
it-
carefully touch it and see if it is bad to touch.
Make a... Nah, it's fine. It's a little cold to the touch. Because the
Okay.
ambient temperature in this place is pretty freaking cold. It's gold.
But-
It's an amulet.
Okay, she'll carefully take it off of him.
You now have a golden amulet from the Black Cabin.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
so I know what it is.
Basically, she's just gonna come back over, not touching the gyro ball thing, and show it to people. Like, look, he likes goat ball.
Liked. He's not alive anymore.
Well, that's true.
Can I look at this thing?
Yeah, roll religion.
Can I look at this thing?
A lot of goat ball fans in the audience.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
it'll be a 5, actually.
I mean, for you have no idea. Not being particularly familiar with Goat Ball, I mean, you were kind of expecting there to be a goat face or something cool on it. Instead, it's just got these
Right.
weird wavy lines around it. It's not
It
what you
certainly
really
does look
expected.
familiar. I believe it is
Yeah,
Goat Ball.
Goat ball?
I'm not gonna
What
touch
are the-
that
What
spear
are the
over there.
rules of goat ball, Laura?
Well, it's like, you take a ball and you kick it, and the goats are the goalies.
Oh. Huh. How
And
many
you have
teams
to
are there?
2. I'm
There's
not
only
that
2 teams that play goat ball?
It's not a very popular sport, but it's up and coming. Maybe there will be 4 teams next season.
Look, I've never heard about this. Are you guys making this up again? This is another store flat.
Trips is making it up.
Zagrax, you-
That's Vulwin asking that though.
I know.
Well, here, Vulwin, you take a look. What do you think it is? And she'll give it to Vulwin.
Everybody
Alright.
roll religion and fail.
He looks
One
down
more.
at it, looks
I'll allow
up,
one
and is
more.
like,
One more.
I don't even know. Maybe he'll know. I don't know.
I'll say one more
It'll be
with
funny.
disadvantage because it's
Fair.
Vulwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Advantage,
Disadvantage because it's you.
disadvantage. Fantastic. Let's see.
Rolls a 17.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it. I look back up and I'm like, well, it's a pendant with 2 hands and a ball.
Yeah, goat
That's
ball.
what it is.
Yeah, it's this up and coming sport in the 10 towns.
Like I said, never heard of it. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty clear. 2 hands and a ball. So
Anyway, that there's that device. I think that's the device over there. If there's all the scorch marks around it and everywhere in the room, I'm not gonna touch that. Sorry. Oops, no, I didn't mean to step there.
Well, there's
Um,
2 doors.
Oh yeah. Well, where do you want me to go? Here?
Sure.
Okay, I'll try to just open up the doors then. Oh, okay.
There's more stuff.
This room contains a fireplace and 2 empty bookcases. Tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made out of clay.
There's some more experiments in here, it looks like. There's like a man made of clay. And dire blueprints and stuff.
This place does not stop.
Not gonna go that way. I'll open up this door.
Okay, so as you put your hand on it, and you kind of manage to open it a little bit, you get this whiff of like strong alcohol, wine, and then the door just starts to push back at you, and then pff, slam shut.
Oh. It doesn't want to be opened.
Well, that's not how doors work.
Yeah. I'm not the smartest.
It pushed back at me though.
Well,
Hello, is someone in there?
I'll not knock on the door lightly.
Did you check to see if the door pushes inward or pulls outward?
Yeah. She'll try again lightly.
Okay.
So-
Again, you're able to push it, and you're like able to get a bit of an eye in. You can kind of see a barrel standing on one side of the room, and then psh,
Oh.
shuts again.
Like no. No, I
I'm
can't
imagining
open it.
you're not
There's
putting-
like something stuck.
I imagine you're not putting a huge amount of pressure on.
No.
Okay.
It just shut again.
Well, open it harder.
Yes, put some back into it.
Oh, I don't want to fall down the thing into the snow.
Well, don't fall backwards. I don't really see the problem here.
How do I not have?
Hey, well, if I fall, you have to save me.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll just kind of like walk over and just like.
Does anybody have any more rope
Here.
left?
I mean, I have rope.
Okay. I was going to say, tie the rope around yourself and give it to me. Just in case you fall, I've got something.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Is this body? Is this body taking up a lot of space here?
I mean, it's kind of propped up against the wall, slumped forwards. It's not taking a huge amount of space, no. This is a human slumped down.
Okay, so I can kind of like walk around it and just
yeah, easily.
stand at the side of the door and
Okay.
be like, "All right, if you fall, I'll catch you."
Okay, and I'll push it with all my might.
Okay,
Zagrax
that's
has
fine.
got the rope.
You push it with all of your might, and you feel a little bit of a pushback, but you just shove it aside, and you are now standing in the room. The scent of wine fills this room, which contains 4 frost-covered barrels.
Oh. There's like liquid in here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. If there's corks on the barrels, I'll try to open them up and smell them.
Okay, as you reach for one of the barrels, a fistful of snow gets thrown into your face. You just get this of snow.
Sounds familiar.
I don't think. She'll like shake it
Snowball,
off
it's
and be
literally
like
just like a fist of, or a handful of snow.
a handful of snow. Somebody
Irilyssa
doesn't want me to touch this.
will call down. Tahko, are you alright?
Fine.
Hey, just checking.
Just checking.
We found a goat ball amulet.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Elora says it's an up-and-coming sport. There might be 4 teams next year.
Greatest is dad.
In the 10 towns?
Yes.
Huh, I haven't heard.
Is this a broken window?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And like looking out of that window, you can again, far below, see the tops of the trees.
Yeah. Well, I think Elora's just gonna come out and say, "There's just liquid in here. If you want me to inspect it further, I can." But I was met with a face full of snow.
Did something throw that at you, or it just fall and hit you?
I don't know. Felt like somebody threw it at me, or something threw it at me. Maybe it was the wind.
Maybe it's Twigga. If it was actually thrown at you.
It could be a Schwinga. Schwinga!
Nothing.
Well,
You gotta give them something that they like.
Maybe they like goat ball.
Anybody got any silverware?
actually, yeah, she'll actually put her pot down on the ground, like here-ish, and leave the room for the time being.
There's a pot on the ground, and as you leave, you hear a...
Yep. I'll just have to get that pot later. And then just walk around, because I guess I'm going to go into all the rooms now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more. Let's check them out.
I'll open this one.
Which one? Top one? Okay.
This one, yeah, the top one. It's a bedroom.
A stiff wind blows through the broken window in the east wall, causing the tattered grey curtains to billow and flap like angry ghosts. Snow covers a bed and much of the surrounding floor.
I think this is just where he slept.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, cabins do have those.
Yep, and then I'll just open up the bottom one. If it opens.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, here's another bedroom.
Wooden planks have been nailed over the broken window of this room to hold out the wind. Furnishings include a saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothing. A few blank sheets of parchment and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth wherein lies a scroll amid the ashes.
Oh, never mind. There's more stuff in here. He probably actually slept in here. I lied. I'll go and look in the hearth. At the scroll?
Yeah, so there is a scroll which looks like it's just been thrown in there. It's a little bit soggy from the snow, but you can't really see more without picking it up.
Yeah, she'll pick it up.
Okay. It's written in common. You're able to read it quite easily. And I will share it with you all. Assuming that you share it with the others.
Yeah, she'll just probably read it out loud, everything she's doing, to be honest. She's giving everyone a play-by-play.
I prepared explosive runes.
If you're reading this, you have already triggered my traps, and you will be dead in mere seconds.
Oh boy.
Oh, how do I... Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, scroll down and read the rest.
Oh.
Macredus, I've had enough of this damned relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I am heading back to the 10 towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer star as a fool's errand. Maybe, without me here to incessantly complain to, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2. I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning Lord protect you. Copper.
Oh.
Well, doesn't seem like it worked.
2. What does 3 is better than 2 mean?
I don't know.
What's a summer star?
Maybe that's odd.
Maybe that thingy on the ground over there next to the dead body.
I think that's Macredus.
No, I said next to the dead body.
Yes, the dead body has a name.
Yeah, Macredus. Well, is this just a cabinet of clothing?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what 2 or 3 things this guy was trying, but whatever he tried, it didn't work, and he's dead now, so...
Nope.
Irilyssa will move over and kind of like poke at this thing with her mace.
Okay, you poke the thing with the mace and it rolls away from you with the poke.
She'll
Hey,
go
don't
over
let
and
that
pick it
go
up.
too far.
Okay, as you pick it up,
She did.
what? It starts to pulse with light.
Oh.
Dangerous!
Is there any settings on that thing?
I don't know.
Good.
She's gonna put
Maybe
it back
turn
down.
it off. Push it down.
Unfortunately, I'm
Can
gonna say-
throw it.
I'm to run to the window and jump out the window.
Okay, you throw it down, and the
She
pulsing.
just puts it down. She doesn't throw it down.
Can I hear any of that?
Where were you?
Or is it just like flashing lights?
Oh, from where you were? I mean, the light wasn't very bright. It was just like this inner pulsing light from it.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably could have. It would have been very faint for you, though.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't hurt it then. Just kind of like, mind my own business. I'm gonna say, you said there's blueprints and stuff scattered around the floor in this room?
Yep.
And then there's the little clay dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go and like, try and like flip well, look at the clay dude first. Is it like, what does it look like?
It looks like a small figure, so what you would imagine like a gnome to look like, maybe, without saying it's a gnome. It's just a small figure. It has a bit of a beard kind of etched onto it, has a tall cap on top, and surprisingly lifelike hands.
Huh. I'll like try and flip it over with my axe.
Okay, roll Arcana.
Haha! Am I good at that? No! No, I am not. I am very not good at that.
So you flip it over with your axe, and it seems to catch some of the ice behind it, and it seems to rise up
Oh,
and then fall over again.
You just hear like a little eep from, and Zagrax like backs up a little bit.
Yeah, you falling again?
You okay?
No. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We don't know anything about anything.
And as
that's
you're
going
backing
on.
away, you see it just flip over.
Everything's not fine. Everything's not fine.
Back away.
What did you do? What did you do?
Yeah, Zagrax goes backing up and bumps into the table and just stands there and stares at it.
I poked the little clay thing in there, and it moved on its own. I don't like it here.
I said not to touch all the things.
Touched it with my axe,
Ugh.
and it moved on its own. I don't like it.
Ugh.
All right, what is this thing? He's gonna take a peek in.
Okay. And you see, lying face down on the floor, a clay figurine.
Well, yeah, Zagrax, you said you poked this thing with your axe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you poked it with your axe and it just moved or rolled over because of the foundation of this place being unstable, it probably just rolled. So that makes a lot of sense. I don't think there's anything to be worried about.
I poked it, and it like stood up, and then it fell down, and then it flipped over. Too slow to be natural.
Well, that's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's suspicious.
And Zagrax is totally like in a kind of like a defensive stance, but it's like the half like knees are shaking defensive stance. Like this is
Oh.
nope.
Yeah, Vulwin's just in there like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
And Vulwin, as you're standing there, like looking at this thing, Irilyssa, you hear movement, and the gyroscope is just rolled between your legs.
oh,
Gonna take the time to ritually cast detect magic on this thing.
Okay, so you are now casting ritual for 10 minutes. You have started your ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Elora's or Ilyssa's gonna be like, "Don't bother me for 10 minutes,"
Okay.
and she
okay.
just crouches down and stares at this thing.
Is it?
She's like doing like hand wigglies.
Yeah, she's like,
Hey, Zagrax says you're alive or awake or whatever. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to kind of like just put my foot on that thing and kind of like kick it over.
It flips over.
Don't make it mad.
I'm gonna like with my foot kind of doing that. I'm gonna look back and be like, Zagrax has just flipped over. I think after the fall that you almost had, you might be hallucinating. Well, let's
It
give.
moved.
Yeah, I saw it move too when I kicked it, or rolled it over.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're okay, Zagrax. Don't worry about it. Nothing, no problems there. And he's gonna walk out and like shut the door behind him, and just walk over here. Let's give Irilyssa her time. Whatever she's doing, staring at that thing.
I'll go back and try to open up the door again. Maybe there's a chewing in there, like you said.
Okay. So as you
Sure.
go back over, the door is still open. You look down. Your pot has just been like pushed over.
Oh, really? Okay. She'll pick up the pot. Put it back in her bag. One more time she'll try to inspect the barrels even, just to try to see what's in it. If there's a label on it or anything.
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
So during this, Zagrax is just sitting staring at the door.
I mean,
We're so good at this.
there is a label on the big barrels which says "Sweet Berry Summer Wine."
Oh, okay.
I
Nice.
swear, like the last 5 rolls haven't been above like a 6.
You're rolling dreadfully at the moment.
We are.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
They're so bad at this. We don't make good detectives.
So,
No.
so Zagrax, yeah. So Zagrax, you wanna conquer your fear?
He'll like, just like, you say conquer your fear, and he'll just kind of like sit there for a second, and then just be like, blink a couple of times, like, I'm a dragon. Why am I so scared?
Yeah.
And stand up and be
You're like, okay, going in again.
All right. And Vulwin will walk up and kind of open the door and then step aside and be like, yeah, it's still in there.
Is it face up or face down?
It's face up and it's looking at you. It's lying there just looking at you.
Yeah, Zagrax will like walk up while you're opening the door. You open the door and he sees it staring at him. He goes,
Nope. And it's looking at me.
I mean,
You go first.
I was just in there. I mean, it looks like whoever made this thing carved out with sure, but like I wouldn't really consider that looking. All right, I'll step in.
Whatever this
look.
thing is, it's very powerful.
I mean,
that's
it's kind of. It looks like something torched this place.
Yeah, something had to. She'll step out. There's wine in here, by the way. I actually looked at the barrels this time.
The school of magic isn't what I think it is. It's transmutation magic.
That sounds dangerous.
I don't know what
Well,
that means.
Turning one thing to another.
Oh,
Did it turn Macretus into ash?
possibly.
It's hard to say. Irilyssa is gonna pick it back up.
Okay, it again starts. Woof, 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 woof,
Oh, back up.
and I'm going to need Zagrax and Irilyssa to make a Constitution save, please.
oh no.
Light on
Sorry.
Me.
I'm sitting there talking to.
5.
I looked at that. Look, it's hardly looking at us.
And with that, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
No.
Lovely.
Break time.
What have I done?
What have I done?
Wonderful.
So we'll
We
say
never learn.
4-minute break. So we'll start again at 1:45. So
Sure.
45
Sounds good.
minutes past. We'll start again.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Maybe it's good.
goat for goat ball, and we're good. That's what the note's about.
Okay, so with a woof, 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 there's this intensely bright explosion as your eyes basically have their retinas burned from within. You look around, momentarily blinded, unable to see anything. Slowly, your vision returns to you. And where Irilyssa stood, there's just a pile of ash. Where Zagrax was, through the door, there is another pile of ash. In fact, they're probably not piles of ash. They're like the charred corpses in the same way that Mordred was. Tahko, all that you know of this is there was this intensely bright light. A bunch more of the floor is just like shot down at you, and there was clearly an explosion above you, and the house above kind of shifts a little bit and then settles again.
Okay, that scream was canon.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell was that? And
Where'd
I'll
they
turn
go?
around and see, I guess, Zagrax?
No.
Woof.
Does it appear to be their bodies?
Yes.
Okay.
Elora, what just happened? Zagrax was just here a moment ago, and
Irilyssa was holding the
this
orb
like-
and then it burst.
is this like a dragon body here?
Where
What
Zagrax
happened up
was,
there?
yes, there would be a draconic corpse with this, like, still burning, like the floor would still be, like, flames would be rising from it. And then the orb is just sitting there at Irilyssa's feet, with the corpse of Irilyssa, like, slumped over right next to Mordred.
Zagrax, wake up. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and just kind of like,
Are
you know,
okay? He says to the charred corpse.
yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing right now. It just looks like he's burnt, right? You know.
I mean, what are you doing? Are you going to try and push it, or are you going to try and kick it?
Oh, I'm not gonna kick him, but yeah, I'm trying to like get close to see what's actually going to do it. Does he like? If he's charred, like, can I actually like smell the fact that he's charred?
Oh yeah, there's a strong, pungent smell of burnt flesh right now.
Okay.
Oh,
That changes things a lot.
Oh no!
Elora, what just happened out there?
I told you just what happened. There was Irilyssa was holding the orb and it was humming, and then a bright flash happened, and now this is what is left behind.
But you're okay. Like you were out there. What?
I was back here. She like points in the other direction.
I'm gonna step around Zagrax and kind of just walk out.
Yeah. Tahko, something bad happened. She'll shout down. Irilyssa and Zagrax are piles of ash.
Well, more like
What?
a husk or a corpse. I don't really know what's going on, but they
I
look
don't
like
know
they're
what
burned the same
happened.
way as Mordred.
They're dead?
I don't know. I
I
turned
get-
around for a minute. They're burned alive.
But
They're
it wasn't
alive?
like... No!
Burned alive.
Oh, burnt. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, maybe they're still okay.
And by
Zagrax.
Irilyssa's corpse, you see some of the soot starting to shift as if blown by the wind. And scrawled on the floor, you see the words, "Not dead."
What the heck? What the heck?
And with that, I'm gonna go
What?
to the other channel, so bear with me a second. Okay, does everything make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you basically have to interact with the
I just said
rest.
Jimbo and you screamed what?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping your faces neutral.
Oh, I just hid
Keep
myself
that,
off in a.
Yeah.
I just hid myself off in a corner. I can't stop fucking smiling.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Elora
Yeah.
is pointing to the ground and telling Vulwin
Yeah.
there's ghosts.
Don't worry, Tahko. The floor says they're not dead.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
What is going on up there?
Okay. If you're not dead, then why are you just? What is going on?
How do we help you?
Some of the blueprints start to shuffle and a couple of them seem to be pulled from the piles which are around and then placed on the table there. Right there. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to ping right about there, and they start to like pile up.
Okay. I'll gently go around Zagrax's body and like just like, is that you doing that, Zagrax? I mean, this is way scarier than whatever this thing on the ground you were talking about was.
I'll gently step over
yeah.
the corpse as well.
What? They've got some these blueprints or something.
Man,
I'll take a look at what they are.
if I was a different character, I'd know how to handle this.
And then you see that the pile of blueprints start to like separate out, and they're placed in an order on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Laura. Let's just focus on this. They're not dead. They're just charred husks.
You just have to read it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All
Stepping
right.
up to it.
Let's read these. Zagrax, that wasn't private. That's
fine.
okay.
I'm going to tell them to.
That's wonderful.
I'm going to tell them to just. I'm going to move you all in because you kind of get what's. All right, I'm going to move you all in because you kind of get what's going on. So,
okay.
Zagrax and Irilyssa are not allowed to talk at all. They can just type in chat, so you guys see what's happening in chat, and then you can act accordingly. And this is going to be a lot better than me relaying what everyone is doing because you'd be able to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. These things are spread out on the table like there's some kind of order. Let's just read through it and see what this is.
If it's just like building something, we just have to follow the directions in order, right? So let's do that.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. One at a time.
Okay.
We'll pick up the first paper and like bring it both of us as we huddle over it on the table. We're like hands on the table, just like. What does it say?
That's a good question.
Can you read?
For show?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if we both sat here like we can't read.
Okay, so the first one seems to be a page of just general information about what this thing is. It has like it's the cover page basically to all the blueprints, and it just has in big print Summer Star.
Okay.
All right, Summer Star.
Okay.
Something's called the Summer Star.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah. Next page. Next page.
Next page. You move that on the side, and then you can see like the general high-level spec. So imagine you're putting a table together or something. So you've got like the base level material, then like the screws going through it, and then the next level and screws. It's like that, showing how this thing comes together, and it's the central core with two rings going around the central core, and then the third page that you look at is an inscription which has the various runes which are written on those rings.
Okay.
Okay, so they wrote something on this construction.
And then
This is
above
how
the
it's-
above the
go ahead.
blueprint, that is the schematic, so it has all the pieces and where they go. Written in soot, you just see the word 3.
3.
Hey, they needed 3 of something.
And then under the blueprint, written again in soot, rings.
3 rings. 3 rings.
3 rings. So like the schematic, is there 3 rings on the schematic?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
And Tahko, do you
Nah.
want to be like trying to make your way back or something? Are you still just sulking down there?
Yeah,
Now that you've heard this.
Was I down there long enough to constitute a short rest?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like I would say that you were probably like not exactly half asleep, but just kind of lying back against the cliff, and then you were woken up by the poof above your head, and then all of the panic
Right.
saying, "They're dead, they're dead." No, wait, they're not
Yeah.
dead, they're not dead.
Yeah, they're a charred corpse. Oh wait, the floor says they're not dead. It's okay.
Are the...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I have a decent athletics, so I'll try like finding a more of a slopish area and climbing back up.
Okay, roll athletics.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
good. Not
Yes.
a 7 or like a 4 or something.
So I'll say that probably in about 10 minutes I'll give you a nod when you make it back. But if you've started climbing, you seem pretty confident about having found a decent path up.
Okay.
Good. Awesome.
So,
Are the runes like? Are they like magic runes, or are they like a language?
Roll Arcana.
Okay. Okay. Oh, a 19!
They are definitely magical runes.
Okay.
Not something you're necessarily familiar with, not being a wizard or an artificer, but yes, they definitely look magical in nature.
Okay. She'll relay that to Vulwin. Like, these are magic runes, so they... It's not like they're more instructions, so they must activate the magic or something. So are there rings on the device now, or around the device?
Yes, there are.
There's 2?
2.
2.
okay. Looks like they're missing one, then, if that's the case.
Do you think, is there one... Is that all? Are there more pages of the schematics, or no? Before
No.
I...
Not
Okay,
that
no,
they've not been laid out. And as you kind of, I guess, like say that aloud, the final one with the runes kind of rustles.
It rustles? Okay. I'll look at it more
Okay.
closely.
And as you look at it
Ring.
closely, the word 3 gets 3 underlined.
Underlined. Yes, okay, I get it, people.
Okay, so you've already described that the device had 2 rings on it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so somebody made the device and they screwed up and they didn't do enough rings, and it's
Is
causing.
there another ring?
I don't know, is that?
I'll take a
We
quick
should
look
look.
around. Like,
Roll, both of you roll investigation.
Yeah. Okay.
all right, 7,
10.
nice.
So Vulwin, you start rummaging through one of the bookshelves, throwing a couple of the books out, and then you turn around and it's looking at you again. That bloody clay figurine's just like propped up against the snow, just looking at you.
Wait.
Elora, no sign of the rings, and at this point, like you've spent probably 10 or 15 minutes searching around this room, Tahko, you emerge back, and I'm going to just move you to say you've come through that window.
Hey, that
Okay.
thing moved. That thing moved.
What
I think I'm
moved?
starting to do with Zagrax.
Oh, the clay thing
The
moved?
play thing. I think that's what it wasn't like that when I turned around. I think I
That-
get what Zagrax is talking about now.
Be careful,
Or
Tahko.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
What?
big drop into the ravine. Don't do it.
They're
I
dead.
know.
So yeah,
No,
Tahko,
don't worry.
Tahko, as you come upstairs, you go through the smashed open south wall, and there is a second corpse lying next to the Macredus corpse, and then there's another corpse lying in the entranceway to the northern room. And you can, from that room, you can't actually see them right now. You hear like the sounds of rummaging and movement.
What did you do?
No, just mind
didn't do
Zagrax on
it.
the way in. Don't run into Zagrax. Like
Don't-
these.
Don't touch that device on the ground until we're sure what to do with it.
Okay.
Hey,
Is
if
there
you,
a plate to the right here?
hey, while you're out there, take a look and see if you find a third ring with runes
If you
on
find
it.
like a big ring with runes on it, like that thing has. Maybe does this clay thing know where it is? Clay thing, Clay Sir Clay, can you
What?
help us?
Sorry, Zagrax. And I'll like try and step around him and not destroy his body. Uh,
And as you say that to the clay thing moves slightly, stands
that
up,
thing's moving.
and then
Yeah,
using
Zagrax
its
can
leg, it seems to drift through the air, and you see an M, A, K, E, O, N, E.
Make one.
well, that
Nice.
sounds like. Oh. You're telling me that we're gonna have to just write the runes on the damn object ourselves? There's not like something that we have to put on that, like.
What object?
The device on the ground next to Irilyssa's
Yeah,
body.
yeah. the summer scorcher or whatever it's called.
I'll step through the doorway again. This
Well,
thing, and I'll pick it up.
No! Put it down! I literally told you, Tahko, not to touch it.
What?
Roll
Tahko,
Constitution
sit down.
save.
Oh, back up!
Okay.
I like dive into the corner of the room, like I shut the door. And
Sorry,
And as you
I
put
just-
it down, Tahko, a snowball into the side of your head.
Oh, all right.
Schwingo over there's telling you you're stupid.
Ethereal screams.
Okay, inspecting.
I got chalk. Will that work?
I'm gonna grab this paper that has the runes on it.
All right.
I'm gonna move over to the device and not pick it up, but inspect the runes that are on it.
Okay.
Are the runes the same for each ring?
They seem to be.
Okay. Then she's basically explaining herself to you. If these are the same runes, then we just need to etch in. Are they carved in or painted on or something? Drawn on?
Etched.
Etched, okay. Then we just need to etch in the same runes in a ring, I believe.
Okay.
There's got to be tools around here for that, then.
I have a knife.
Yeah, we
I
could
mean,
use
but
that.
there's also-
Probably.
There's also a workshop in the other room full of all
Yeah.
sorts of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Oh, we need to go
Alright.
this way.
And then, as you say, there's a workshop, like in the dust before you. You just see the
Yeah.
word "finally" with a full stop.
Well,
Okay, look, we're not experts at this artificer
we-
stuff.
Are we just going to roll it then?
Yeah, you're the ones that picked up the damn thing and turned into corpses.
Oh,
Don't
Don't
complain
pick it
to us.
up.
Don't
Grab
touch
a
it.
tool and
I'm
bring
just
it
going
back
to start
here.
kicking it with my foot.
No, stop.
Just leave it in here. Leave it in here. If it rolls anywhere else, we're gonna have to go get it.
We're going to have to etch on it.
Yeah,
We
don't
might as
touch
well
it.
put it in the workshop where all the tools are.
How
Instead
are
of
we
near
going
this-
to get it into the workshop? It has to go up above through a window and then,
Well,
you know.
You
Go
can
ahead,
pick
most
it
were
up
just-
and then put it down, and I'll pick
Roll
it up
in.
and put it on the table right here.
A flurry
No.
of snowballs.
Now's not the time.
But I'll pick it up and then put it on the table real fast.
No, don't put it on the tables.
I mean, that's more than just pick up and drop. You would have to carry the thing.
Yeah, we keep telling you not to pick it up and you keep picking it up.
Well, like I
Why
said,
do you keep doing this?
I'll kick
Tahko,
it across
Tahko.
the floor to the table, and then I'll pick it
Yeah.
up and put it on the table.
No, Tahko, don't put it on the table. Zagrax has
why?
like already made that one its stable.
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh, great.
Oh god.
I'm helping.
Yeah, Vulwin's just like
Oh
The
my
table
God,
has already been-
Tahko! I wish they were in the chasm again.
And then roll a con save, because you are not quick enough.
Oh, okay. 22.
Alright, so... Let's see, where are you standing? There. Alright, so... Elora, I need you to make a con save as well, please.
Of course.
I wish you were in the chasm. Laura's gone.
Turn on, you guys are both gonna be corpses again? This is gonna be like
17.
Okay.
ugh.
This is awesome. I'm liking this. Everything's
Tahko,
going
I
fine.
hate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the chisel. Whoa!
You take
Spooky.
23 points of damage each.
Okay,
As once
I'm
again,
allowed.
Tahko is in the process of lifting it, just about gets to the table, and then poof, a third explosion rips through this building, and again the whole building seems to and then settles again a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of fall forward on my knees, I'm guessing, because of what just happened. It's like,
And
Tahko,
now
damn it!
there's the charred corpse of Elora also on the ground.
Lovely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you took out all my HP, man.
So you're
Damn it.
dead.
I'm
Tahko.
Dead,
Tahko.
baby.
Elora, check your journal.
Right,
Okay.
Tahko, leave that alone. We gotta get out of here. Don't touch it ever again. Ever again, or I will take your hands off.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
And I'm gonna climb over the window, and we're gonna go to the other room to try to find a chisel or something.
Sorry, Elora.
And as they go out the window, I'm just gonna be like, you know, she was more useful than you right now, so I'm kind of sad she's gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Well, good. Show it more. All right. Gonna find a chisel.
Okay,
It's
so
for
going into
tongs.
the workshop, you do find a chisel. I mean, there's all kinds of tinker tools and things that you imagine you would need for this. And you also find a couple of strips of metal which, with a little bit of work, you'd be able to fashion into a ring, probably.
Okay. Well, I don't remember. So I'm guessing Elora had the papers, or who had them?
I was holding it to them.
Were you?
Okay.
They've been
Lit up?
incinerated then.
Okay. Time to rely on memory.
Well, no, let's see. If you remember what she said,
They're on the ball.
should be-
They're already on there. Yeah.
Are
So
there
I'll
tongs?
walk in.
For smithing.
Sorry, what was that?
Are there tongs in here for smithing, for holding on to like ingots?
Yes.
Hey, Laura, you can't talk.
I
I'm
was
going to
just
take the
trying
tong, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to attempt to pick it up with these tongs to bring it into this room.
Taco. No,
If you hear
we'll
an
just go to
explosion,
Taco. Taco. We'll just go to the other room. We'll fasten a rig on it. Well, we could do it in the room without having to bring it anywhere else.
you're not going to be able to put the ring on without being able to touch it anyway.
Well, we'll do it really fast, but let's worry about that when we have to put the rig on, not when we're going to be like complete fools.
Taco,
we don't
as
We
you-
need to know what it looks like to
course.
put the runes on anyway.
Tahko, as you reach for the tongue slips out of your grip.
What? All right, never mind.
All right. I'm going to get the chisel and other tools that are necessary, and I'm going to bring them to the other room.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
you
guess
get a thin strip of copper which you think will function as like the ring. You get a chisel, and yeah, you take them into the other room.
Okay. So we don't need to like forge the metal or anything. We could just there's materials on hand to use.
Look, you're pretty strong. We could just bid this around. We'll make it work.
All right.
So
Sorry, Elora.
you trying to make the ring?
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I don't know. We'll use this table over here and try to make this ring somehow. So we'll probably, make the ruins on it before bending it.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
so
figure it out.
this is an interesting check because I've never seen this before. You both need to make a Dexterity Arcana check
Oh my god!
What?
with advantage.
Oh,
Both
okay.
damage?
Yeah, so Dexterity
all right.
Arcana, so it's basically a Dexterity check, and then you add your Arcana modifier if you're proficient in Arcana.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Taco, we've got to do this carefully. I've never done anything magical like this. So how do I even roll that? Dexterity Arcana?
Just
just
roll a
gonna
Dexterity check, then if you're proficient in Arcana, add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay. Then
Oh, and if you're
me.
Dexterity, I'm just going to roll Dexterity for
I've been
now.
rolling great for dexterity all night, so
This
that's
was
not
with
terrible.
advantage. Okay. Yeah, and I have like a -1.
And I can
at
add
will.
1 for my intelligence to Arcana if that counts. So
Yeah, and I got a -1, so it's like a 13, I think, for me.
Okay, so you start to fashion the first ring, and you're able to bend it into shape quite well. You take one of the chisels and a hammer, you bang in holes for where it would attach to the orb itself, and then very carefully you start to chisel in the actual etchings for how it would look. And you step back, admiring your handiwork. It then hovers into the air and gets flung across the room. Ding, 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 ding.
all right, I'll go get another.
Okay, I guess that's not good enough. All right.
So we say that it took you about an hour to make that one, so it's going to take you another hour to do it again.
Cool. I'll grab as
Done
many
that.
things of metals we could use as possible and bring them back in.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all night.
Same thing. Dexterity Arcana check, please. With advantage for both of you.
Okay. Oh,
Hey!
hey, Tahko! So it's just like we look at each other. Yeah, dude. We look at each other like, all right, let's not screw it up this time.
Okay.
Because this is what happens.
So this time, you again bend the ring into the right shape. This time using a hammer to kind of chisel it into a full ring rather than just a bent piece of metal. You start to chisel in the etchings, and every now and then, like, your chisel moves a little bit as you're about to bang into it, like being adjusted minutely by some unseen force. And you come up with something which looks identical to the other two rings that you've made. You kind of step back again, admiring your handiwork. Tahko, meanwhile, after having bent the ring, you... how would you do this? Nope, that's going to be a different thing. Okay, so you step back, admiring your handiwork, and then from the far corner, from over here, two little goblets hovering over in midair, placed in front of you. Clink, clink. Full of wine.
All right.
Well,
Cheers.
Let's not celebrate fully yet, but I'll take it.
Well,
We'll both clink them. Yep, got it.
Okay, so the last thing that you remember from the schematics before they were blown up is you need to modify the main gyroscope to accommodate this new ring.
All right. We gotta change this thing to accommodate the another rig. It's not really transfixed for that right now, I guess.
okay.
So it's probably best.
What is this thing right here? Is this a fireplace?
Yes, it's a hearth.
Okay. Maybe we should put it in the hearth area, so if it explodes, it won't catch both of us. Maybe.
I've got a better idea.
What you got?
I've been through this twice now, and I'm surprised that it didn't get me. I guess I was just far enough away each time. So let me try to do this, and if I fail, then you could try to do this.
All right.
Just be far enough
over
away.
here.
Just be like outside. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
I will tell him on the schematics like how like it looked, what he might have to do with it, from what I remember.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to say that because he rolled so magnificently last time, you remember that there is a clamp in the workshop. You get the clamp, you take that into the main room, and that'll allow you to actually hold the thing. Then I imagine you're going to use the tongs to like lift it up to where the clamp is.
Yeah. Well, we'll do the little touch with the tongs to make sure it doesn't activate just by touching it with the tongs.
Okay. So as you touch it, clink. Nothing.
All right.
Do it.
Here, come on. Steady the clamp.
All right.
Okay.
And very
so
gently, he'll bring it over and set it in the clamp.
roll a. What would this be?
Yeah, I don't want to be in the room when he's messing.
Is this some dexterity here?
It is sleight of hand. That's what I'm looking for.
Ooh, oh boy. All right. Hold my breath and sleight of hand. 22.
You were able to grab
This
it
is like
straight away.
And then you make the orb disappear.
And again, it seems to be buoyed up by some unseen force. It's not enough to actually lift the thing itself, but it helps you like guide it, and it definitely like it slips once or twice, but because of this extra force, it doesn't fall or anything like that. And you're able to lift it into the clamp, and then quickly do up the clamp, and now it's held rigidly in place on the table.
just lets out a long sigh of breath being held. All right, fasten it in there, and we can put on the next rig. All right,
Okay.
so what do we got to do here to get this ring on?
It looks like you need to take off the axle, which is in there at the moment, replace it with a longer one, and then you'll be able to attach the 3 rings around it.
Okay. Do we have a longer axle? With having been in the workshop and around this area.
You'd be able to fashion it. I mean, there are like various bolts
Cool.
of metal.
Cool. All right,
So,
we're gonna try to do that.
Okay, that's another Arcana, Dexterity
Yeah.
Arcana check, please.
Yeah. Just before I do this, I'm like, Tahko,
Yeah.
step away and go around the corner in case I fail at this. Yeah, I don't want us both going.
I'm already in the other room at the window, ready to leap out in case the whole building falls.
Oh yeah, I see you just like walking. It's like, okay, you got the right idea. All
I'll
right.
say that fashioning the axle will take you another hour or so. So roll Dexterity
Okay.
Arcana with advantage because you're using the right tools.
I can help with that. as long as
Yes,
it's
you
not
can do it as
touching
well. So both of you can make an axle and you can choose whichever is best. Absolutely.
me. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. Dexterity Arcana check. You said.
Mhm.
All right.
It's crafts time.
Oh, with advantage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Okay, let's roll another one. Okay, I'll take the 14.
And again, you make the Tahko. You look at yours and you can immediately see that there's like several scratches, and you're just like, yeah, for something magical, no, it's not going to work. And you toss it aside. Vulwin, you make one which is like dead straight. There is a hole for the screws at the end, and you're kind of looking it over, admiring it, and it just smacked into your face, and kind of with the surprise, you drop it.
That's rude. We're trying as best we can here.
And then it
You're
rolls
not
away from
helping.
you.
You are, but
All right.
all
Back
right.
to work.
All right, let's try it again.
Metal tube.
We did great. We did great. Doing great.
Vulwin.
Tahko will take a bathroom
Did it not?
break
Did it not
and-
trigger?
Oh, was that the 12?
Oh, that was a 12-10. Yeah, that was the one that was on there.
If one of the ghosts wants to write how it failed this time, please do.
Man, we are taking some time. It is getting to night.
You've been at this for 4 hours now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sadly,
Yeah,
rolls away.
I'll like set it down on the table, and it just rolls off and falls out the cabin.
Okay. And the one that Tahko you were working on, it just gets pulled out of your grip and tossed out of the window.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
All right, all right,
Hang on, it took you.
all right. So what did we do?
We keep
All right,
working,
Tahko.
I guess.
Yeah, we can't really stop on this, but
You imagine
just-
it's now about 8 p.m. by the way.
yeah, just observe what we did wrong. We're gonna be losing. We're pretty much losing the rest of the light we have. So I'm gonna step out, and I'm starting to set up like the lantern, behind me, so that the light's facing, the area so we can see effectively.
I'll just cast the light spell.
Okay. And as you cast the light spell, snowball in the face.
Ah. Okay. No magic. Got you.
All right,
All right.
let's give this another go.
All right. I'll set up a lantern and have the hooded lantern pointed right at the stuff I'm working on.
Okay, we got like a spotlight.
I'll put like a blanket over me as well. Because I've just been sitting in one spot in the cold for like hours.
Yep.
Ugh. All right.
Like imagine how they must feel without any skin.
Don't
21.
say that.
21.
Tahko, let's do it.
And again, you go through the process of crafting these things, and you make two which seem completely identical. Yeah, pretty
Well,
impressive.
technically, if you're adding our intelligence modifier, mine's better.
Oh, you're right. Mine is 20. You're right. Mine is a 20 then because I've got the -1 for Arcana. So yours is better. Yours is better.
I have a 22.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
It's just whether you have the proficiency bonus or not. It's still off your dex.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, we
we
did
haven't done
good. All right, we got an extra one in case something goes wrong. Perfect.
Oh, good. Yeah. All right. I'll hold on to one. You go and see if you get incinerated.
Ah, okay. Yeah, really looking forward to it. If any luck, they'll come back and we can just move on from this hellish place.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I have to do now to make this work? How do
So-
I,
In front of the lantern before that, written in soot again. No, actually scraped into the tabletop. You just see "good job."
Thanks. Sorry that you guys have had to be like this, whatever this is, right now.
Okay, so what do you need to do now? Well, you need to attach the third axle piece plus the third ring to the already existing object. So that is going to be a sleight of hand check. It's clamped down. You've done the right precautions, so we'll say with
good.
advantage.
Fantastic. All right. All right. Sleight ahead. Advantage. I got 11. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Not bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you start to put on the axle piece, and then using the tongs, you lever over the ring. You start to pull it into where it's supposed to be, and just as it's about to lock in, it slips out of your hands, and for a moment you freeze and pull your hands away from the device. It was a failure, but it didn't go off in your face. Roll it again.
Yeah, over there, you just hear like a clang a bit, and it's like, and then like nothing, and they're like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I am okay.
And scrawled in the snow inside the building at your feet now, Vulwin, you see, you can do it, Vulwin.
I'll call from the other room. Don't get killed.
Thanks, Tahko. 18.
Okay, so this time you managed to get it where it was before. Then you put another tongue in your mouth, and then using that, you hold it in place while you maneuver it with your left hand into the right position. And then with a very satisfying click, it snaps into place. You pull your tongs away, you spit out the third pair. It seems to be complete.
Well, I think the damn thing's in there now. This better be worth it.
All right. Good luck.
All right.
You have to touch it now.
Yeah, I do. And I think I've got at this point. It's all fastened in. The third one's in there. I think I've got to uncrank the. Well, I guess I could keep the object in there. I'll keep the object in there, I guess. But I have to hold it. I have to touch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And he's just gonna close his eyes, and he's gonna put his hands on it, and he's gonna hear his heartbeat in his head. So it's like in his ears.
So you put your hands on it, and then you hear the voof, voof, or you feel the voof, 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 rather than seeing it because your eyes are shut. And then suddenly there's a poof. You see blinding light behind your eyelids following.
Oh, jeez.
But you still feel something. Tahko, for you, you see this blinding light, and then nothing, and then looking out the window, you see it's getting lighter outside, and lighter and lighter, and you look out the window and you see that there's the setting sun. The darkness, which seems to be encapsulating Icewind Dale at this point, has dissipated, and you can actually clearly see the sunset for this evening right now.
What? You did it! You did it! And I'll go into the other room.
Vulwin,
I slowly.
Are you alive?
Vulwin, as you slowly open your eyes, you have to kind of squint against it. The pain of the light around you is intensive, and you're basically having to scrunch your eyes shut again. You are effectively blind right now because the intensity of the light around you is just too much for you to bear.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I just gotta open my eyes. Just. Oh.
So this would be a feeling very similar. I don't know if any of you are photophobic, but I am. And basically, if you go out into like a bright day, you really just can't keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
You kind of open them for a second, you shut them. You open them for a second, you shut them. That's the effect on you right now, Vulwin.
Okay, so I can't keep them open, no matter how I try.
Bingo.
And I'm just like, all right, maybe they could just stay closed. That's probably better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bright as hell in here.
I can't believe you did it. Well, I mean, I look back at the corpses, kind of.
And as you look back at the corpses, Irilyssa's stirs. The blackened crust seems to fall away from her scales, and she takes in a deep breath. From the room beyond, you hear a and then a as the clay figurine is right in front of your face, Zagrax. Elora, you also kind of uncurl yourself from the fetal position that you were lying in when the explosion went off the first time. Again, you kind of shake off the dust, and all of you are back to life.
Oh, you're...
I'm hearing voices. Are you guys okay?
They're
Why is this thing in my
alive.
face?
I want to stand up and punch Tahko.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. When you do that, I'll give you a hug and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I killed you.
You're stupid.
Yeah,
You're
And-
lucky Vulwin's smart.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys are okay though, right? You're not scarred or anything.
I'm alive.
Yes.
And all of you actually, like, as Elora, you say I'm alive. You feel better than alive. You've got this, like, last light of the sun setting in the distance. This is still brighter than you have seen it for 2 years. It is a nice day out. Like, all the clouds are gone, and you've just got this. Well, actually, no. It's like the clouds, like, low on the horizon, which means you get that nice red reflection. You're getting a really, really nice sunset right now.
Wow.
Well, I thought it would take all night and everything, but well, welcome back. Guess we get a good night's rest now.
And
Thank you.
is this guy alive again?
No, he is still dead.
mean-
But that corpse seems to have dissipated completely. It's like slumped into itself. Kaput.
Kaput.
Sorry, I couldn't get to you earlier. It was just really difficult to do.
Yes.
You did your best.
That thing that you're holding is the summer star.
And in fact,
Right.
I should. It is a magical item.
Oh, yeah.
You are able to use it again. It is now safe to carry. And you
Yeah,
recognize
sure,
it's still
okay.
got some power, some residual power that you'll be able to use. Who's going to take it? And then I'll share with you what it does. In fact, I'll just give it to you, Vulwin, and then you can choose.
Well, I take my hands off of it because it was still in the clamp, and I put my hands on the table in front of me, and I would just kind of stand there because I can't see with this shit. So I can't see it. I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. Well, it can sit there for now. It's not going anywhere.
So there you go,
You didn't
Vulwin.
look directly at it when it was going off, did you?
No, had my eyes closed. You know, there's a bright light before it. It didn't help.
Okay.
Can't really open my eyes. Can't really. It's too bright. Too bright out.
Okay. Well, it'll be night.
At least it's night. So yeah.
I'm
And-
actually going to come over here and hug Vulwin. Thank you for saving us.
Oh, thanks. Immediately, he's just kind of like, oh, like who is that suddenly?
Sorry, it's
like,
just me.
no, it's okay.
And not
welcome.
ever hug Tahko again.
Okay.
Oh.
She's just salty. She'll get over it.
I didn't take it seriously and I incinerated you. I apologize.
Please don't do that again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the opening of the cabin's right to the left of me because I would just make sure I'm, getting near a wall and not falling down.
Yeah, we'll help guide you along, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I realize that table, like right to the left of that table, is the fall. So it's like, where's my left? No, I don't know. I think it's still right there.
And slowly but surely outside, the sun sets. Darkness once again takes hold over Icewind Dale, but this is a slightly brighter darkness. There is still the hint of that sun going down, and as it does, Vulwin, you're able to open your eyes at last as the bitterly brightness leaves.
I wonder if that affected all of Icewind Dale.
It's like I can finally see. Ugh. It's so bright still. Ugh. Hi.
It's a shame you
Hi.
couldn't see the sunset.
Well, none of us can see the sunset. I mean, it's dark and it's, a lot of clouds
Well-
still.
We could actually see it this time.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
You did it. You
you
fixed
did it.
Well, you both did.
night. Well, yeah. I helped.
like you mean it's actually like day? Like the sun came out?
Well, it's the end
For a
of the
brief
day.
period.
It was like the sun was setting.
Hopefully it comes back.
Where's Macretus? Did he not come back?
It looks like
I don't think so.
wait, he was with you?
Then the... Well... in the ethereal plane, yes. We can see everything you are doing.
Well, yeah. Apparently interact with us, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Apparently he moved on.
Hmm.
Now we have a major surplus of rations.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
like I said, Tahko, we weren't planning on eating them. I don't know what you mean by this. This is kind of freaky.
What are you talking about? I brought the rations for him.
Yes, remember, Copper had tasked us with bringing him some food.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the misunderstanding. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, honestly, we should give this star to the priestess, Maishan, shouldn't we?
Or copper.
Or Copper. They're the same followers as Macrutus, I think. So,
Yeah.
Whoever will appreciate it.
Followers of Goat Ball.
I'm not trying to weaponize. What is the thing about Goat Ball?
Oh, it's an up-and-coming sport within the 10 towns. There's only two teams right now, but there might be more. It's basically like football, but with goats as the goalies.
The goats aren't the goalies.
The goats are the goalies in Goat Ball. They're not the ball. They're not the ball.
Ball. Who's on the teams?
People.
Zagrax. Zagrax, as an aside, I am sorry for almost killing us.
Wait, that was you? I mean, I totally.
We probably totally would have conversed this in the ethereal plane this whole time. Like it was one like why am I here?
She completely didn't say anything about it until now.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that was you?
Yes, I was trying to look at the runes on the artifact. And
Well, at least you didn't know what would happen. There's one of us here who was told repeatedly what would happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're alive now. Yeah.
Live and learn.
Are we going to sleep down in the snow or in this building that might fall off a cliff?
Let's not stay in here.
Okay.
If you want it, well,
We can take the wood in the woodshed and turn it into a lean-to.
Yeah, the woodshed will be a probably decent place.
okay. Maybe that's a better option.
Yeah, the workshop seems pretty sturdy as well, but it's attached to the whole cabin, so.
And we get a real outhouse. That's a real luxury.
It kind of is.
Will wonders never cease.
Well, instead of eating rations, once we set up camp, I can use a blessing that I received, and we can eat a good night's meal instead.
Oh.
Oh.
That'd be wonderful.
I've been waiting to use it, but this seems like the right time.
Well, thank you, Elora.
Yes. Well, after we set up camp, you can thank me. Wherever we're going. Over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this table
Right
that's like
outside.
here? Can we pick this up and throw this out the window?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Okay. Not the big one. That one can stay.
Yeah, I mean, you can plunder anything you want from this place that you like. It's abandoned.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to take that table out so we can set it up near the
There are barrels.
shed.
Yeah, there are barrels of wine. Want them.
We can take all the shoddily made copper rods we'd ever want.
Yeah. Make them into javelins. You're done. Right there.
Yeah. Or really expensive arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're setting up camp outside. You're setting up the table with the food that Elora is providing.
Yeah. She's gonna use the create. What is it? Create food and water. Bounty, charm bounty. To just create some nice foods. Probably foods that resemble things that her parents would make.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to set up the table, getting these foods, which you basically, you put your hand into a pile of snow and then you pull out the food from there. Usually it's like cold, and it's various things like frozen, or what they're called, like ice cream, frozen berries. It's cold stuff because you're conjuring it from ice, but it is a very, very nice cold meal.
Oh, that's fine. Sandwiches.
Yeah, a little cold.
Like Sunday smoothies and things like that. Like
I know, I'm joking.
properly chilled stuff.
Not cold cuts. Yeah.
No.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
But it's still
I'll take
it's a hearty meal. It's perfectly reasonable. A little bit chilly,
Yeah.
but it's nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll take the tarp tent stuff that I have and try to like take some of the wood out of there and maybe even dig a bit of a hole and try to fasten it, so we get a little bit of a lean-to with the tarp. And shield some of the night cold that's going to happen. And set up that little table inside there and clear out the shed.
I'll help.
Yay!
Yeah. I'll
Pile
help
up the
too.
wood to kind of hold it up and keep the cold out, and we can have a dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, our smoothie dinner.
Smoothie dinner.
Smoothie bowls.
It's like that Scandinavian yogurt stuff. That's.
Oh, kefir?
Yeah. It sounds like a good treat to have since we're in a frozen place. Equivalent,
Might as well.
right?
A chunk of us won't get cold from it anyways, so.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, so
I like the idea that
Zagrax.
you're pulling up. I like the idea that you're pulling up food and it's stuff that we wouldn't mind. But you're like, oh, this is all so cold.
I know. She's like,
Zagrax goes into the book room and just picks up the clay figurine. You have a clay figurine.
Woo!
okay.
Plus
Does it have a
one
name?
clay dude.
Gumby.
No.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we'll say that you bed down for the night. You spend probably an hour or two or so just like looking out where the sun had set, just kind of enjoying the residual heat that came from that before the sun properly sets, everything goes dark, and then you probably light a fire, gather around it for the evening. It's a pretty pleasant night. Like the sky is still clear. There's not a hint of snow on the air. It's quite a nice dry time. It's still like quite warm. It's pleasant. It's definitely a nicer day or evening than you've had for years at this point.
Good.
And eventually you set up your tents, make a bit of a bivouac type structure, and then settle down for the night.
Once the moon comes up, Irilyssa is just going to be kind of staring at it and not talking.
Okay. And the moon is up. It is clear. It's not quite a full moon, but it's definitely on the way to it. It's like another day or two probably until it is. But it's completely unobscured and it's just bathing everything in this nice silver light. And you rest. Irilyssa, I want to have a word.
Oh boy.
Oop.
oh boy.
All right, let me just get my notes.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Heck yeah.
Oh boy.
So, in time, you turn in for the night, still kind of looking up at you're half in, half out of your sleeping structure, and still looking up at the moon, because it is a really comforting feeling that you've not had for a while. Every time, every night, every evening, the moon is obscured in some way by clouds or just by the darkness. So it's quite nice having it there and like fully visible and close. It looks bigger, it looks closer than it has done before. And with this peaceful feeling, you do eventually fall asleep. And then you awaken. You find yourself standing in the open tundra of Icewind Dale. The sky is dark, but you can still see the moon glimmering. A couple of clouds move before it, and the world is once again plunged into darkness. A moment passes, and you feel a presence before you. A woman's face materializes, its form blacker against the darkness beyond. If you had your way, if you were not stopped, would you have destroyed the abomination?
No.
Why not?
Because going blindly is foolish. Looking for the light in others is what I need to do from now on. Trying to grow that light.
The face's expression shifts, and it's just this image of pure anger that radiates down at you. Ah! And with the scream, the image of the face dissipates, and you are once again in the darkness. But now, the cloud that was before the moon shifts, and you are now bathed in the pure silver moonlight. There's a shift beside you. You turn, and there's now another lady standing there next to you. She is clad entirely in silver armor, which glints in the bright moonlight right now. She seems much taller than you, much bigger than you, and yet the same size. Almost like a mirror image. And then she turns to you and smiles. And like that, a spark of hope is ignited. My sister's strength is the blind faith of her followers. They cannot see the darkness that she brings. I don't want blind faith. You have a will. You have a conscience. Use them. Do what is right. Be a light in the darkness and guide those who are lost.
And she'll just turn and try to hug this being.
And the being grabs you right back again. It's one of the warmest, most comforting embraces that you've had for a very long time. And you just hear whispered in your ear, "Welcome back, Irilyssa."
And she just does these joyful tears.
Okay, and with that you have all of your clerical powers back once more. And you are, again, Cleric of Saloon. You came... we'll talk about it later. The figure you're hugging fades. And once again you find yourself standing alone. You look around. A faint blue light seems to be shimmering in the distance. It seems to be getting closer.
I'll just wait for it and watch.
And as you wait, as you watch, you feel a feeling of intense coldness start to take hold. The hairs at the back of your neck rise. You shiver involuntarily, and then you awaken. You find yourself actually standing outside of the cabin. Your comrades in the various tents and bivouacs around you, fast asleep. Whoever was on watch seems to have nodded off at their post. But you have a very distinct feeling in your head. Danger. And again, off in the distance, you see this pale blue light getting closer and closer.
She'll use thaumaturgy and make her voice very loud. Everyone, get up!
Okay, and then with that, I will move us back to the other chat.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, they're back.
Hello.
We're back.
Hello.
Oh no.
So you bed down for the night. What's your watch? What order?
Vulwin will actually take a watch this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Elora
do
will
we want-
offer.
I'll
do we want
to
to?
take a watch as well.
Oh, I'm not doing watch.
So who's taking the first one?
I'll take the first one.
Yeah, I'll take second, I guess.
Second? Okay.
I mean, no, you can take second, whatever works.
No. I'll
I
take
have no
third.
preference. It's all night.
Okay, so Tahko. Roll perception, please.
All right.
Okay, so you've lit yourself a decent fire, which you can sit around. You've broken up some of the furniture in the cabin and some of the broken slats and things. Plus, there's a fully stocked wood pile, like right there, which you can just take from. So you settle yourself quite nicely for your watch, and again, it's kind of a comfortably warm evening, just like it actually should be in like the middle of July as it is right now. And it seems to pass without issue.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
So then
Okay.
you waken Vulwin. Vulwin, you are next up. And again, you get roll perception. Let's not forget that bit.
Like,
Kind of
that's okay
important
if you just
part.
want to run with it. That's great.
Yep, there you go. Say that.
23. I'm feeling
Ooh.
good tonight. I can see again.
You're feeling good, but you're also feeling a little bit... It's too hot. Like, every now and then you're kind of having to like tug at your collar and like just air yourself out a little bit. It's a little clammy, it's a little uncomfortable, and every now and then you kind of feel yourself like digging a little bit deeper into the snow that you're resting in right now.
I'll actually take off the dark green scarf that he has and fold it up and like set it down. Just air out that a little bit.
Okay. But the time passes, and your watch seems to have been uneventful. Elora, perception.
Okay.
Okay.
15.
Not bad.
Okay, so
Not bad at all.
again, it's a nice evening. Like, well, it's not even evening anymore. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. There's definitely a bit of a chill just from the radiant snow around you, and actually, you shiver. It definitely feels like it's getting colder and colder, and clouds have started to gather in the sky above. The moon, which was shining so brightly earlier, is now being shrouded and covered by the clouds. You shiver again. You close your eyes for a moment, trying to blink away some of the sleep from having been woken. And when you open them again, Irilyssa's there, standing beside you. And then Irilyssa shouts,
Wake up. Danger's coming.
What? I'm already awake.
with a start, you're woken, well, not woken, but kind of jolted back into consciousness, looking around, blinking, surprised that Irilyssa's there standing next to you. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Hmm.
Woo!
I was like, how's he gonna cliffhanger it now?
Right.
Now you got our answer right there.
And Elora, you do see, like, there's a pale blue light in the distance, and it seems to be approaching. And as it
Oh,
does,
boy.
it gets colder and colder.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
Oral's coming to tell us, no, you can't have that nice item you have.
And yeah, there we go. One of my
Yeah.
favorite areas. I
Oh
love the
my.
Black Cabin.
That's very interesting.
I can see why you love it now.
Yeah.
I was so worried, like, when it's just like, yeah, they're dead. Like, if they fail that con save, they're just gone. I was like, how do I sell this? Like, how do I just not have you tearing up your character sheet and storming off?
Yeah.
That's
That's kind of wild, to be honest with you.
Oh,
That was,
what's
yeah.
great is that I know the language that those runes are.
oh.
Hmm.
At least I was able to
gave that to
discern
me.
them as magical runes.
I had forgotten. Let me
Yeah,
just
you
see if
gave me
anyone else
another
would-
ease
Oh, yeah. Then yes, you would have known, and nobody else
because
would
of
have.
my background.
That's true.
Hmm.
Nice.
Would have been handy if you were still alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love that every moment before, like, that Vulwin was always, I think, one step away from being incinerated.
Yeah, it literally
Like-
both times.
There was a charred book on the table. None of you even read it.
Oh, really?
No, I totally forgot about that.
Read.
Like, there was a lot
Reads,
going on in there.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, man.
Wow. Well,
And I
that was
had-
fun.
I had no idea how you were going to deal with your sister either.
Oh, yeah.
I had like a flow chart. It's like if party fights, if party loses, if party kills her, like
Oh.
laying out exactly what happened. Then you're just like, no, I'm going to skip my turn until it's her turn, then not fight. Oh, okay then.
Imagine
Yeah.
that. Imagine
And we
if you had
just
killed your sister.
intimidated her down, but
Yeah.
I was,
Well, it wasn't even intimidation. I just straight commanded her to stop.
On top of that,
too,
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if they before I knew it was my sister had actually fought, I would have just fought them down. I was just going to ready the action and put it in their ballpark, see what they do.
One thing I will say now that you kind of know some of the features is the hybrid and also the polar bear did have these black streaks under the eyes.
Hmm.
And there was a scar
I-
across the eye on like all of her forms.
And I have no doubt that if we had actually done damage to her, she would have just kicked our asses, even though she's racist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Considering she said that weapons have like no effect, I was
Yeah.
just like, Zagrax is probably like slowly trying to poke her, just like, what do you mean they have no effect?
That was one of the things I had to kind of like work in, because werebears are supposed to carry an axe, but if she was in polar bear form, then where would the axe come from? And had she had actually had a weapon, she could have absolutely just like cut herself open, just like, yeah, look, no wound.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think when she said that, when I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put the swords away now.
I like that touch.
Wow.
So Macho, have to ask Tahko what he's done to piss off Mordred. In the mines, Mordred tried to get you eaten by the Krell. Then he turns your sister into a polar goat, and then you get to the cabin and throws you down an abyss. How did you anger me so much?
What hasn't he done
Well,
is probably the correct answer.
That's more the player than the DM.
Honestly, I mean, I appreciate Mord getting ahead of it, so it's good.
Hmm.
A lot of Highwind's characters just kind of do whatever they want and then suffer the consequences.
No, everybody else suffers.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
everybody else suffers the consequences.
That's
Also
true.
true.
Especially this last session when I, incinerated you.
Yeah.
To be
I
fair, we'll
mean-
give you that one, I guess.
Oh, yeah, there was something else I was meant to give you, and I need to do this before I forget. When you wake up in the morning, you will all be under the effects of the Blessing of Lathander, which is a permanent plus 10 temporary hit points, which recharges at dawn every day.
Oh
Nice.
man, Lathander is the
Wow.
best god. I've always
Sorry,
thought
Blessing
that.
of the Morning Lord, not Lathander, Morning Lord.
I love
I
the
mean-
Morning Lord.
I mean, he's okay.
No,
I mean, he's all right.
I don't know. That's
I'm
pretty
just-
nice.
the light of Lathander can't be denied.
The Morning
Evelyn,
Lord
go home.
is the best.
Oh,
So there you go. That's what I meant to share with you
Awesome.
earlier.
awesome.
That's
Fantastic.
amazing.
I got 10.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll
Thank you.
put 10 right on my sheet right
Do
there.
they explain? Maybe this is spoilers. If they are, just don't answer. Have they explained why they're worshipping Amunator instead of Lathander?
It's explained.
Like,
You've never
It is
asked,
explained?
but yeah, it's in the book.
okay, okay. Well, then I'll ask later.
And actually, I had meant to ask about this goat ball thing that you found.
Oh yeah.
We can
It
do
is.
that next time.
Yeah.
You okay? I have to invent the rules
Where-
to goat ball for next
Well,
session.
You were going to
Well,
say something more to me, were you?
You
I was
said
gonna
you found a thing, but I haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah.
you'll
Oh, the
have to-
amulet. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to show that to me later.
Yeah.
To Zagrax, I was going to say you might know of Goat Ball, but you're probably not as familiar as certain other members of this party.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's another made up thing. You guys say some things that just sound real made up. I'm gonna lie. You tricked me once. Shame on me.
I didn't trick you. Okay? It was
No,
not
you
me.
didn't. You didn't. You. But then it was like Irilyssa talking about it again. I'm like, nah, I'm being tricked here. I'm being tricked.
Irilyssa has never lied to you that you know of.
That you know of.
That you know
I think
of.
she's better at it than everybody else.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Zagrax has got my back. He knows.
Yeah, Zagrax doesn't have one. He's a boy.
What?
a goat
Not a goat ball.
Zagrax has no active condition.
Well, they're vestigial organs anyways.
I'm just trying to find a way, if there's any spot that I can put the blessing where it's like actually active, but I can't
Yeah,
find
in
any
the
spot.
like little features thing, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, Mord. What did I
I just
almost
gave
come
myself-
to doing?
I just gave myself 10 temporary
minute.
hit points.
Yeah.
No, I
the
know.
same.
Does
No, I
Irilyssa
know,
get
I
the
was
10
just-
points every morning? Yes, everyone gets that.
Yeah.
What did Irilyssa come really close to doing? Do you mind me sharing?
Go for it.
So you probably know that Saloon has a sister, Shar, who is the goddess of darkness. You got really close to being force converted to Shar.
Oh.
Gotta say, we were joking about the fact that it's like, when the moon cleared and everything, we were just like, hey, connection's been kind of bad. How's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I have this whole great way that it works is like, you are in darkness. Darkness is my realm. This is where I'm the most powerful. And that feeling of radiant energy you felt when you killed the grill, that was actually Shar. That was not Saloon.
Oh,
Oh.
So you were
My
you were on the edge of the two goddesses because they like fighting each other and they will fight each other for followers. So when you got that power, Shar was the one that granted you the radiant power to kill to hit the Grell.
Oh my
And it's
God,
quite
that's
possibly,
amazing.
I don't know how you want to exactly work this out in your mind, but the fact that you missed the werebear might well have been Saloon kind of pushing you away at the last minute.
divine intervention.
Whoa.
The moon works in mysterious ways.
Like there was some serious sibling rivalry going on there. I was loving it. I just couldn't share it with you.
Yeah, there was 2 points. There was 2 points of sibling rivalry happening right there.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Saloon's goddess of good aligned lycanthropes, and Shar hates them.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there was
say,
something
I was-
going on when she was like, just go kill them. I was like, but wait a
Yeah.
minute.
I don't know. I actually asked that. I was like, I wonder if somebody else that's not Saloon is talking to her.
Yeah, yeah, we were trying to figure it out. We're like, I think I know. We're like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, when your god tells you to do bad stuff, just say no. That's what I've been saying.
That's what I've been saying. Oh, that's good to know.
I'm just
Having
gonna.
your
God,
boundaries is
no.
important.
Like, you're
Instead,
telling me
you're just
stuff
gonna
I don't
pick
like,
up-
so screw that.
Instead, you just picked up the morning bomb thing there and toasted Elora, even after.
No, true.
The morning
Apparently, you
ball.
don't listen to anyone.
Nah, not really.
Oh.
That's what I don't like about all of this. All the things we don't know, like what would have happened if Vulwin drank the holy water, what would happen if they attacked the Tahko sister, what would happen if they
Yeah.
didn't do something. That's the fun of D&D, though.
It is the
Isn't it?
fun.
Yeah.
like, well- I mean, it's like life, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
honestly, yeah,
Sorry.
there would have been nothing. There would have been nothing knowing like before he drank that it even would have done anything. Like,
Yeah.
so that's why when Mord, when you actually made the ice start to like form, I was like, oh, that's probably a good thing he didn't. That's spooky.
Very spoopy.
Yeah.
I was
There
gonna say, I'm
a,
definitely. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm the player that will go and like make a decision and run it down a little bit and be like, I wonder what would happen if I'd make the other decision, and then I'd either redo the save in a game to choose the other path, or complete another character and do another character and just actively force it down the other path. Like I'm the one who's like, I wanted to see where everything goes, and then if both of them are bad, I stop playing.
Yeah.
I'm horrible for that too.
If you have a choose your own adventure book, you have like umpteen bajillion paper clips in to mark all your different spots.
Yep.
So there was actually a question in chat. Do we have a system for rolling? Like this is like rolling up stats and everything. I think for this one we didn't use a point spread. I think we ended up just rolling for it.
Yeah, so the way we do it is roll 4d6, then you remove the lowest one.
Yeah, and you add the 4d6 together for each stat, minus the lowest one. Yeah.
And if you roll terribly, you don't get a reroll, because that's
Arch
likes it.
Point buy has its merits, but I actually like rolling for stats, to be honest with you.
I think
as
interesting
said, you
characters,
can get a bit of an OP character, but
it builds in flaws though, usually.
Yeah, it builds in like flaws for your character you don't have. I kind of like not having a super even character as well.
Yeah. Zagrax and I might have rolled a 5 for a stat.
Yeah.
At some point.
I feel like with point buy, I feel like, but I'm making a mistake when I make a stat too low and stuff like that. So, if it just is that way because that's how I rolled, well, you know.
And I've rolled terribly in the past, but I'm godlike in this one. I don't have a single stat below 12.
Yeah, which is nuts.
All you've got is character flaws instead.
Oh yeah,
like blowing up the party a second time.
Yeah.
Only one of them.
And I think at the end of the day, that's
Only
really
one.
what happens, right? The story of your character will end up, telling itself.
Is it
whether
really
you
friendly
got
fire
good dice
if only
or...
one dies?
Yeah.
In fact, I think before bed I need to take another short rest because I'm at 3 hit points.
I was astonished you didn't heal yourself again.
Well,
I say that'll heal you though. Full rest will heal you, but
yeah, if we get a full rest.
well,
I'll
in
say you would have
retrospect, we
got a
did
short
now.
rest. You probably didn't get a full rest. No.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
But if it's okay, I'll go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, go for it. Like that's all the kind of thing I would imagine you would have done during like the feasting on ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
The ice cream feast.
All right, another menial. Okay.
Another 13.
Both of them were maxed. That's nuts. My favorite thing is now both of your characters, both Tony and Tahko, have now gotten their clip diving experience out the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one was not face first though.
True.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
This one was actually worse, and he survived it, which is impressive.
I'm
but also
afraid to
not
think
knowing
about how
Tony.
much damage you would have taken if you didn't stop halfway down because of the rope. To be honest,
Yeah, that's true.
kind of terrifies me.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the damage from the orb, 10d10 plus 35.
The plus 35 is enough to nuke me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, plus
Yeah,
35?
that's enough to
There
nuke
goes
me.
my
I'm
health.
glad I passed. I think I passed that con save because that.
Yeah, if you pass,
That
it's
would've been-
halved.
Save for half. Wow.
Okay.
I was just say, Irilyssa and I didn't. Well, we didn't pass. We didn't pass at all.
Nope.
That was
Yeah.
funny. Were like, we both got back, and Mordred's like, "Hey, I have to talk to you both." And he drags us in the room, and you're like, "You're both dead." Like, what?
Yep.
Perfect.
And then it was like, I'm so sorry, Zach.
I was like, give me. I'll probably have my character art done next week. Come on, man.
Not now. Not. It's too soon.
It's too soon.
Well, I mean, honestly, you got the picture for your tombstone now.
I mean, when I first read this encounter and just like, yeah, they take 10d10 plus 35 damage, I'm like, that's just an insta-kill. Like, that could take out the entire party, which is why they have that weak flaw, because it stops the party gathering around.
And then kills them from falling from the enormous heights. So it's like one
But that
for
you
the
can
other.
recover from. Like, this is just an instant. Like, you have a save, but even if you save, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Unless
it does
you're,
have
like,
rules
level
about
20.
what to happen if everyone dies. That there is a way out.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, how
There is a way
crazy?
out? Okay, good.
Because just having an insta-kill, insta-party wipe, with that little warning, I don't like that. But
Yeah.
the way that this was written, I was just like, damn, that's actually quite smart. Like, you still give the players a massive fright. It's like, you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was like, Dad, here's some stuff to go read. I'm like, what are you? What? Hold on.
That is an absolute wonderful way to handle that.
Because I will say, like, I'm not one of the DMs that's scared of killing characters. I will do it. But only
I
if
think
it's not completely unfair like this, where it's just like, yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, I think Santa Claus said in chat, so how many players need to change their pants because Mord scared them? And I'm like,
my
this is
gosh.
kind of part of the course. We've had a lot of like,
Yeah.
it's all good fun.
I was
See a massive movement
I
in the
was
distance.
very spooked when I thought Irilyssa and Zagrax were dead for about 2 minutes. But
Oh yeah, I was just like, Vulwin was like, we just gotta focus. We can't even pay attention to this. We just gotta keep going.
yeah.
Yeah, it turns out it's really hard to manage two groups of players when they can't talk to each other and you can't talk to the second group at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
I thought I had it worked out pretty well, and I was like, hang on, you guys don't actually know what the rest of the party is doing. Like, it's fine that you can't talk, but the fact you can't even see, like, we're going to this table and checking the blueprint, like, I then have to relay that.
It's so tricky. Yeah, it's best to keep everybody just together, really.
And then I oopsed.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that was probably a good thing because it forced my hand to bring you together. Otherwise, I probably would have tried to roll it for another 5 minutes. It was just like, you know what? No,
Yeah.
this ain't working.
no.
Yeah.
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 Ouch. Well, we've killed plenty of others, and now we've killed ourselves too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You really are.
I do like the fact it was Vulwin that basically survived the explosion twice. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Every time I think, like, what was the radius of this thing? Was it? I don't even know the way it worked. I feel like it was
You
like a
were,
radius.
like millimeters.
Yeah.
in the second
Yeah,
one.
I was like one step. From what I could tell, I was like one step out of it each time, and then he turns around and he's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
I think that was it. I just drew it on the map. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
He's like, "Yeah, we just got to walk into the other room." Oh no!
there you go. That's what it was.
I
Oh,
like
wow,
that I
you
got
really
incinerated.
Yeah, because Elora was here the first time.
Oh, party killer. Yeah.
No,
then I-
well, yeah. First time it was. Hang on, let me center it again. Centered there.
That's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Hold on,
Zagrax,
let me
you were,
get
like,
back in
right
there.
on the edge, but I still was like, yeah, you're done.
You're done now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to move myself back in there. I'm outside.
Jeez.
I got to see this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Wow.
You were so
He
close.
was here, and then he was here.
Yeah, the second time it was like margin call. Do I kill you or not? So Zagrax, I was probably a little cruel to because you were standing right in the door.
Oh.
Where's Zagrax?
It's fine.
Then I was
I
thinking,
have no hard feelings.
It's all for the narrative.
I'm surprised it just made the save. It was just like incinerated, but still alive, just uncomfortably.
Imagine,
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
I believe you
imagine if
now.
you-
I'm not going to touch it again.
yeah, imagine
Actually, I
if you had
probably-
done that. I turned around and you're both just charred. I just been like, I'm gonna leave, guys.
Well,
I'm gonna
no more
go
spring.
home now.
I probably should have made more about actually your very close shave there, Tahko, because it was a bloody close shave.
Oh, I know.
Dang.
I saw my. Yeah. Yeah.
Your goddess showed up. You don't want her to show up.
And at that point, I was like, what's the point of healing myself if I need to risk this going off again? Because I'm just going to be incinerated or not. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I've been christened the party killer.
I was quite impressed.
Yeah,
at
I
how...
think.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, it's a +1 to that.
Elora the wife killer, Irilyssa the party killer, Tahko the mood killer, Zagrax the... And then Vulwin the infant killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat
good.
wants to know where was Boy, and I can tell you, I left Boy outside next to the woodshed there to hang out, so that Boy wasn't in any trouble.
Yeah.
Boys,
No
fine.
one's incinerating the dog.
No.
Oh, so
Because
bad.
that's a bad time, because then Spectral Ghost Dog would have been taking the parts and running away.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Damn, missed an opportunity there.
opportunity.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was actually part of the
helping.
that was part of the
Such a
reason I wrote all the actions that Mercurius takes and like all the information that he gives you. Is like I don't have time to run him as well
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because he
That's
was there
fine.
like manipulating things as well, like the wine barrels. Okay, so the story of the wine barrels is like it expressly says that he does not like people touching the wine. So
Oh,
every
really?
time he tried to get near it, like he wasn't really bothered about anything else, but the wine, don't touch his wine.
He was like, no.
hilarious.
He threw snow at me.
Oh shoot! So really, that those 2 goblets of wine were actually a pretty much like believing in us moment.
Yeah.
Now that I realize that.
Double crit success is like, yeah, okay, I'm begrudgingly accepting that these guys might be able to solve this. Here's your reward.
Yeah, that's Tahko and Vulwin, like high fiving, like yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, after you killed Elora. Yeah.
To be fair, that was Tahko. That
High
was
five
Tahko.
and then slap him across the face because it's your you did this.
Yeah,
Right.
that was all me. My bad.
I mean, yeah, and I was holding the blueprints.
Yeah.
That's what got me because that's the first thing I thought was like you were walking with the blueprints and just like, and then you just like I just see the ashes of it like fly away like those were the blueprints. Tahko,
Yeah, the
what are you
whole time.
doing?
And this whole time she's like, "No, Tahko, stop! Don't touch it! Stop!
I know.
Don't
Lord,
do
I'm
it!"
we
telling
both-
Tahko, no.
The last words she said are, "I wish you were still in the chasm." Then she gets incinerated.
It's true because you were being a hellion.
Dude, the amount of snowballs. I know I was throwing snowballs as well, so you were probably like half caked in snow by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irilyssa was throwing quite a few as well.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I didn't see the explosion before, and you said they were still alive, so I just wasn't taking you as seriously as I should.
No.
Like
You really
there's like
weren't.
dozens of snowballs that had gotten tossed at you
Oh,
throughout that entire thing,
just bap 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 snows at me.
and you're just like you're so big. You're just like I don't care. Wait,
That's a good
So-
question,
does
actually,
somebody-
Macho. If Mercurius was still there, why did he not come back to life? Because he was dead for too long. Like, he was dead about
Yeah.
2 weeks. And his spirit was only assigned to this place because he was so determined to get this thing finished.
Yeah.
So he was a
was
ghost.
yeah, no body to return to. Yeah.
So then he was basically allowed to slip out from to the afterlife once his goal had been completed.
He gets to bathe in the light of Lathander.
Yeah, laughing at
Praise Solus!
Morning lard.
praise
Yeah.
soul.
Praise Solus.
Praise Solus.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh no.
Any
Yeah.
other good
That
questions in
that
chat? I'm
was-
ready to talk about this crazy stuff.
The section was way more tense than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I had a
Right.
pretty good idea it would be. Like, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
probably
I'm
one
sure
of the
you
most
do.
character impactful sessions ever. Like,
yeah.
Tahko had character stuff to resolve. Irilyssa had like a major plot junction.
Yeah.
Vulwin's had a few things going on. Elora and Zagrax a bit quieter for you guys, but yeah, there was a lot happening here.
My stuff's pretty self-contained in other things.
This is a very emotionally mixed
Yeah.
session for sure.
I just have a feeling all my stuff's going to come to a head at some point. It's going to be either really good or really bad.
Oh, there's stuff
See,
coming.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it'll come crashing down soon.
Oh for sure.
In a good
I
way.
guarantee it.
This is why I love this group, and this is why I love Mord's storytelling. Because it's always
Yeah.
amazing, even if we're like bumbling through something we don't know how to do.
Why is your voice suddenly deeper?
It's gone really
what?
deep.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You turned into
Oh,
your
that's-
radio voice.
Oh, that's
Your
so
mic
weird.
does this on occasion.
Your mic
Yeah,
is like,
Discord messes up.
you're now a radio man.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, well, I guess it was good timing.
You'll have,
This is why I
like
love
using a
Mordred's.
voice modulator.
Yeah.
That can be Deep Voice Brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know. That's
oh,
weird.
and now you're back. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds so funny.
I thought you were like doing a voice for a second, and then it just kept going, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Actually,
That's hilarious.
This is another good point, Macho. Tahko, you probably still have a few problems talking with the telepathic bit and few problems not, but you probably are getting a better control over it. I kind of let that slide because you kind of know what's happening, but
Yeah. I mean, with my sister, I was always talking to her, so she probably wouldn't have, caught it. But
yes, it does still happen, but with less frequency. You now have a greater element of control.
Okay. Good. We'll see how that works out later.
Do you get to know if this morning star is permanent fix or just a boost lasting a few days?
We don't know.
I wouldn't even guess a few days. I guess it's gone by morning. We have to refire up the thing, and then there's going to be some kind of horrible consequence.
I think
the horrible consequence way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we might have attracted the attention of something.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we paused there because I know exactly what is happening next, but I had no time to prepare it, so I haven't read about it at all.
Perfect. That's what my other campaign yesterday kind of did that same thing where we cut it we cut it shorter than this because it was like, and there's a whole bunch of extra storytelling stuff that'll take an entire session to go through, so we're not doing that right now.
Yeah.
Sirenscape stuff stopped. I didn't stop it.
It did.
The Sirenscape? Yeah, I was actually wondering if that had stopped.
Not on purpose.
I love the picture that was on the bottom, the whale.
Yeah, it's a Tringa. Oh no, there's a whale.
Yeah, there's a whale.
Yeah.
I don't know what that whale is.
It's
It's
a
a whale
fortress.
with an air bubble on its back.
We'll
Yeah,
see
We're
later.
all having a
maybe.
whale of a time.
Oh dear.
Oh.
And with that, I'm leaving.
Yeah, right.
Satisfied drink.
Chet doesn't see any whale.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, true. The entire time that Tahko was talking to his sister and the whole transformation stuff, Zagrax was just sitting there with like a dumb, mouth open, dumbfounded look on his face, like looking back and forth to everybody who was talking, and just like, what? Huh? What?
Oh man, I'm really glad that we managed not to get into a fight there.
Yeah. I was
It
saying,
would not have been good for
command
me.
is pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
so keen on fighting someone that didn't just straight up kill Vulwin. They
Right.
put them in bed.
Yeah, they tucked me in.
That was a big one. Yeah.
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 Dumber and dumb.
I was
Dumber and
rolling
Dumber
around
still
that
working.
one in my head for quite a long time. It's like, so what exactly was her reason for not just killing Vulwin? Why did she just bring him back to the camp? Like, how do I explain this?
Yeah.
It's the ice auger.
She just doesn't respect personal boundaries. That's
Well, there was actually a pretty good reason that she did it. She didn't go too deeply into it, but there were hints.
Intriguing. Intriguing.
She thinks Vulwin's super cute. Ooh.
Oh my. He does have some charm.
Well, they are
No,
both
no,
Yeah,
furries.
look at the one from the Schwinga.
Yeah.
This is a consistent problem she has. She'd always just burst in my room all the time. No, she
Great.
just doesn't respect personal boundaries.
Yeah.
That's one of the interesting problems for DMs is you as a character or you as a player probably have an idea of how your sister looks and acts and stuff, and then we have to kind of come in
Right.
completely off from the side and be
Yeah, I
like,
come
okay,
in-
this is
Mhm.
Yeah, I come in yelling at her, and you're like, "What?"
if that's the kind of relationship you guys had, then you did, and just roll with it.
Yeah.
Right?
I just knew that she had a couple of character traits, and that was it. The fact that she doesn't kill people while they're asleep, being one of them.
Hey, I like that. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Vulwin's thankful for that.
Good night, Faceless.
See you, Faceless. She is Scottish. Yeah, actually, canon in this world, the Goliaths are Scottish. So Tahko's a bit weird not having a Scottish accent. We did discuss that when you were rolling, Tahko.
Literally brave.
Well, I picked up the accent of the humans, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you really stuffed that one down, it sounds like.
What
Dwarves
did
are
Drag-
Irish.
did-
Lamb into a bear.
I was gonna say, do Dragonborns have an accent? I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't really come up with one yet.
It's draconic.
Yeah, the only one we heard was like chittering away because they were like cold. They were like,
Yeah.
Like, elves are Southern American, half elves are American, Midwest type. Humans can be whatever the hell. These humans generally should be like Northern English, but if I have way too much on my plate to do that properly, they should be like, what is it? Bryn Shander is Manchester, then East Haven is Birmingham, and oh crap, what's the other big one? Targos is like Newcastle.
I'll say British and British and British.
Yeah, they all have very different accents, though.
Oh, I know. You're not going to have the Liverpool one?
I think
Is it
Targos
like-
was Liverpool. No, Targos was Liverpool. Because you got that rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester.
Okay.
So I assume it's like the difference between like Boston and New York and
Yeah.
Jersey and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, half orc is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Austrian?
Yeah.
Austrian specifically, yes.
Yeah.
Because Hobgoblin is German. We came across that in the previous campaign.
Yeah.
Wait, what are German?
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblin.
Oh yeah. Yep.
that's true.
Yes, they were German. It was so weird.
I wanna know what-
the French Dragonborn.
I want to know what race gets Jamaican accent.
I've seen DMs. They like to make
Probably lizard folk.
why am I not thinking of the word right now?
Halflings are Australian. Gnomes are probably Dutch.
Drow. Yeah.
Drow. Drow are Jamaican?
I know somebody that likes making drows Canadian, French Canadian accents. Right?
Oh, we are snooty little drow.
But it's French Canadian, so it's not even like, it's just different.
I don't know how to do a specific French Canadian accent.
Yeah, you got to stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Oh, giants are Danish. Like Verbeek would be Danish.
Danish. Okay.
That's a dessert.
So if they're giants, does that make them great Danes?
Yes.
Oh my
yes, it does.
gosh.
Absolutely.
Oh my
it
gosh,
does.
that's amazing.
Perfect.
What accent is that Macho is saying? Vulwin accent is? I don't know.
Vulwin?
Mordred, could you do a Latino accent?
No.
Meow?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I am a dumb American. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
That guy, man, can't this.
Well, the trick I've heard for when you do Danish accents, you basically do a Swedish accent, but your mouth is full. At least that's what the Swedes tell me.
No.
Totally not
Wow.
biased or anything.
And if you do a Norwegian accent, it's just a Swedish accent, but more musical.
See, I just think of the Swedish chef.
Yep. Fingers they hold it do Fingers they hold it
The absolute caricature. Yeah.
I do wish I could do a Swedish accent. I think it would be quite useful, but
Just can't.
All you got to do is
not that. All you need to do is not that.
you take your chocolate and you take your mousse. Chocolate mousse.
Oh no.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Oh, is there any other wonderful questions out there in cyberspace for us?
Oh, and I should also say that we had a couple of things coming in. Melissa Riddle, thank you very much for the 7-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Evening, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Targle comes in with a 4-month primary sub, so thank you as well for that, Targle. Appreciate it. And Chaos Gemini, just before the raid, came in with a 4-month primary sub. Hey, Digital Dragons Day.
Hey.
Hey.
And Raid Naden before that with an 11-month. Ooh, just one more away from the Golden Wings. Thank you very much for that too. loads of them today. Nice.
Nice. Hooray!
Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Oh,
So yeah, do we have any other questions, or are we good for now?
Oh yeah.
Got a lot to think about.
speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah,
I get the next sub badge next.
so
next
pleased that we
subscription.
kind of got Irilyssa's god thing done. I was like, you've been without your clerical powers for so long. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, you have Moonbeam?
Yeah, I have Moonbeam. I have
Yeah.
my favorite now.
Wow. Hey, you almost got your new magical powers, so.
Yeah, I could have totally just been a cleric of Shar. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
I would have been very curious to see how you play that, because it's not moon related.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll play a character that's not moon related,
Nah.
But not today.
but not today. How does the 10 temporary hit points that we have? How will that interact with my Twilight Sanctuary?
Overwritten.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
Yeah, it would
You're
override.
right. They don't stack.
Yeah.
Nope.
But hey, anytime we drop below those 10,
Yep.
Sanctuary.
Like if somebody screws up the orb and we all get incinerated again, then bam, you can figure
It's
that up. if we're
fixed.
still
It's
alive.
fixed. Don't curse
For
us,
now.
Tahko. Don't curse us, Tahko.
I still
If only we could, Nacho. If only we could do this 2 times a week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It already takes me a full week to prepare just this, so no thanks.
Yeah, I would wanna. I know how bad it is if you're DMing. Once a week is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we will call it at that point. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing. Hope you've been enjoying this roller coaster of a session. And we'll see you next week, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.